Rizm Kism Abrizza.
Ooh, I think I had that today.
it's instead of abracadabra, I think that magicians ought to have kids at parties say Rizm Kism Abrizza, which
And then all the moms pop a pill.
oh yeah. So yeah, Rizza, is that's Sky Rizzy, right?
Yeah, it is. Which treats psoriasis?
I think so. One of those drugs, those ubiquitous commercials you see everywhere, and I guess the technical chemical drug name for Sky Rizzy is Rizm Kism Abrizza. And do you have the go ahead and play the audio bite, would you please?
Rizm Kism Abrizza.
Yeah, that's from the commercial for Sky Rizzy.
Yeah, I don't know why they changed the name to Sky Rizzy.
No, because that's like the foo-fooed up,
right.
Name that, is supposed to attract attention. Rizm Kism Abrizza. That sounds like somebody had a stroke or something. I mean, Rizm Kism Abrizza. But I'm telling you.
Rizm Kism Abrizza.
Rizm Kism. I'm like, is that a joke? When I first heard that in the Sky Rizzy commercial, I'm like, come on, that's a joke. Rizm Kism Abrizza? What's that, pig Latin? What's that, carny talk? What is that?
Yeah, like the carnies used to talk back in the day.
It is. Welcome, folks. It is the MJ Morning Show on Q105. MJ and a crew. Hey, we're all here. Roxanne is back after a weekend travel hell bonanza. Man, you had it coming and going, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I had it both ends. Yeah.
Well, Roxanne
literally
got it at both ends. Oh man,
The front end and the back end of the trip. Yeah, it was the trip that wouldn't start, and then it was the trip that wouldn't end.
We'll get into all that later on, but you are back. I thought you were going to come up with some excuse because you guys had to drive from Miami because you missed your connecting flight to Tampa from Miami.
We missed our connecting flight because the plane was 2 hours delayed. Not like we were running through the airport and missed our flight.
We'll go through Roxanne's travel hell. All right, so
Vincent Price? Jeez.
I'll do an updated version of Michael Jackson's Thriller, okay?
That was better. That was
Exactly. And I'll shoot a new video. We'll have little kids in that one.
Oh.
All right? Little kid
Yeah.
zombies is what
Macaulay Culkin.
and then we'll have that doctor roll in with a propofol IV. All right?
Dad, give me more.
There it is. All right, so Roxanne, we will talk about your travel hell later on because I'm telling you should have just abandoned this. And again, I have a suggestion. I'm kind of puzzle-fied, all right?
Okay.
I'm Mr. Puzzled, all right? So hang on. We'll get into that later on here on the MJ Morning Show. So I'm here the earliest. I pull in Andrew just gave me the look. All right, so Andrew, our producer, gets here the earliest. But as far as the main crew, between me and Fester, Roxanne, and Froggy, I get here the earliest. And as I pulled into the parking lot this morning, I see Froggy's truck. And with pickup trucks, you get the kind of the lights above the cab. So you can tell that it's a pickup truck. Froggy was here, I believe, the earliest that I've ever seen him here. So I'm pulling into the parking lot, around normal time this morning. And I'm like, ooh, what is that down? Because I park up front and Froggy parks in the back. And it's a couple of 100 yards probably from the front of the parking lot all the way to the back. Maybe, 150 yards or so. And I see Froggy's truck. I'm like, that's Froggy's truck. Why? And that's Froggy's brand new F-150, by the way, from Veterans Ford. Do you still love do you sleep in that truck at night?
Oh, yeah, often. Very often. The bed back. It's very comfortable.
Froggy's new F-150 that he got from Veterans Ford. Loves that thing. And, of course, Veterans Ford, a fine sponsor here on the MJ Morning Show. You will not get a better deal from any other Ford dealer in town than Veterans Ford. Tell them you want the MJ deal. Anyway, so you're in the back of the lot. I recognize you're here ridiculously early.
Yes.
Why?
Well, I had a rough night. Stomach-wise, you know how I have my stomach issues.
Ooh.
Ew.
I ate well, I don't know if it was bad. Last night I was kind of hungry, and we have a charcuterie board left over from Christmas.
Oh, no.
And I started picking at it.
Get at it. There's no charcuterie.
I
By
promise you,
the
I'll have my
way,
wife take a picture of it and send it to you.
By the way, your wife and charcuterie boards, what is going
Actually,
on?
my sister sent it to me for Christmas.
Wait, your sister mailed you a charcuterie
Yeah, it was
board?
like prepackaged. It was very delicious.
Think about it.
Cheeses,
dried meat and cheeses. It's
nuts.
it's like a Hillshire Farms bonanza.
But wait a sec.
But it was way dried out. last night.
Exactly. Well,
I didn't realize it, but I was so hungry.
wait a minute. If the cheese slices are cut, and
The
it
cheese was rock hard.
well, hold on a minute. I'm talking about when it was first allegedly mailed to you.
It wasn't a little.
Was it like
cooler
Sealed. It was sealed,
was
right?
it hermetically sealed? But even then, you cut cheese slices, unless it's like refrigerated, don't they tend to get a little hard, right?
Oh, it was delicious on Christmas.
All right, anyway.
Wasn't
so,
quite as good last night. So I had a rough night, just to say.
Stop.
So I came in early. I was
stop,
like,
hang on.
I'm just telling
Hang
you.
on, stop. There's no way that your wife's sister sent a charcuterie
no,
board
my
for...
sisters.
Yeah.
Oh, your sister.
Yes.
All right. Who's the freaking chef?
My wife's sister.
Okay, that's why I'm confusing it. Because
Yes.
Kim's sister...
My sister's the doctor.
Yeah, she's like the brain surgeon, right?
Yes.
She's the rocket surgeon. All right,
And then
so
there's me,
there's
Hal Herman.
there's no way in hell that you guys got a charcuterie board sent to you for Christmas and it's still sitting around the house and you were eating off of this thing yesterday. There's no way in hell. Come on.
Yeah, okay. When Kim gets up, I'll have her take her a picture of it.
Right.
It's still in my fridge.
Oh, it was in the fridge.
Yeah, but there's like plastic on top of it, but it's not sealed. It's just sort of sitting on top of it because I've been picking at it. I didn't feel like closing it. Very hard, very chewy meat. The nuts tasted sour.
Was it gamey?
Very gamey. And I think I got sick from it, actually. So I came in early. I was like, why? You know what? I'm just going to go in.
Was there any cured aardvark on this charcuterie platter?
But there was duck-billed platypus meat.
That's my favorite.
I love platypus.
All right, so Froggy was here. How long were you in the parking lot? Because I pull in, you're already here.
Oh, I was doing show prep for about 40 minutes.
Show prep my ass.
Well, that's what I call preparing for the show.
Just preparing to walk through the door?
Yes, that's show prep. I have to mentally prepare myself for this.
May I ask what you were doing in the cab of your truck in the parking lot?
I was listening to the Ric Flair podcast.
No,
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I was listening to him drunk. It was great.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome. I love Rick. Pretty sure he was intoxicated during the podcast, but he's really good.
Why would you believe that he was intoxicated during the podcast?
Like this. Woo! Yeah, it was a great time. Woo!
All right, 6:08 at the MJ Morning Show. Just getting rolling here on a Wednesday. If you didn't hear the big announcement, starting next week, starting Monday at 6 a.m., we're going to start blowing out $20,000 in cash. Next week, this is not a multi-city contest. This is not a national contest. This is the MJ Morning Show only here on Q105. We've got $20,000 in cash thanks to Stacy Kemp at the Kemp Law Group, one of our great sponsors. And we're blowing out $20,000 in cash. It's the MJ Bill Pay to help you pay your bills with those credit card bills that are going to be coming in with all of your Christmas spending. And next week, we're going to give away $1,000 every hour. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 6, 7, 8, and 9 o'clock hours, just like we've done the tablets, just like we've done the laptops. You know, the previous contest, thanks to two college brothers. Thanks to Don, the IT guy at Team Logic IT, St. Petersburg. We're giving away $1,000 a pop. Oh, did you see? Who saw the video I shot?
I didn't see it yet.
Oh, God. No one's seen it? What's you
No.
I saw it.
Froggy.
What are you, Tekashi 6ix9ine? What are you
Froggy's. I knew.
doing? You're insane. Dude.
Froggy clings to. Froggy sees. Froggy is the
Your
first.
stuff just pops up on Instagram.
Froggy's the first person to see anything I post.
I think it was a very dangerous post, actually.
Well, we'll get into that later on about my money post, but I'm excited. Next week we're giving away $20,000, and you could win $1,000. We're doing it 20 times next week, starting on Monday. Spread the word here on the MJ Morning Show. We're just getting rolling, 6:10. Let's grab some traffic. I got Pat standing by, and this is the MJ Morning Show. Back in minutes. MJ Morning Show on Q105, MJ and the crew. And man, I am so pumped. I'm so excited about this $20,000 deal. Roxanne, did I tell you guys? Yeah, Froggy, hang on, I'll get to your health issue in just a second. Did I tell you guys before Christmas break, that I was putting together this massive deal with the Kemp Law Group and Stacey Kemp? Did I tell you guys that?
No, you kept it under wraps. Big secret.
I thought I mentioned that.
You said you had something coming up, but you didn't say what it was.
Oh, I
No.
didn't?
No.
All right, anyways, yeah, so I put this together before I went on Christmas break, and I'm ecstatic about this, or as Mike Tyson would say, I'm ecstatic about this. So next week, we're giving away 20 grand in cash. And it's local only. This is the MJ Morning Show only. It's not a national contest. You're not going to hear, this is a multi-city contest in promos. No, this is just us, MJ Morning Show, $20,000 next week, every day, every hour during the MJ Morning Show, giving you a chance to win $1,000 in cash. Simple as that. All right, Froggy, did you hear my teaser a few minutes ago?
I did.
All right, so I have what could be a cure to one of your interesting ailments. Would you do me a favor?
Sure.
Would you please, on this Wednesday morning, it feels like a Tuesday morning because yesterday was Tuesday but felt like a Monday since, New Year's Day was on Monday, blah, 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 you get it. All right, so Froggy, do me a favor. Can you go down the list of all of your medical ailments?
Oh, boy.
And I will give you the ding, ding, ding.
Okay. I'll start at the bottom.
All right.
I'll start at the bottom.
I will give you the ding, ding, ding as soon as you strike the actual medical ailment that there could be a cure for you. Go ahead.
I have flat feet.
Oh, you meant the bottom of your body.
All right.
Yes. I'm starting from the bottom of my
okay.
body.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry at the bottom. Bottom of what?
Okay.
I'm starting at the feet.
All right, so it is not flat feet. Go
Then
ahead.
I have a bunion forming. Is it that? All right, moving up, I have Oscar Slaughter's disease in my right knee. You know what that is?
I've heard of it.
Okay, so that's good. That's my knee. I have a numb right thigh
All right.
due to sciatica in my lower back.
That's
Okay.
not it.
Now we're to your bottom.
Yeah.
I have a micro penis. Did I bring that up?
Please stop it.
I don't know if that's a medical ailment. as
Moving
much
up,
as-
I sort of have
Hold on.
man breasts.
Oh, well, just stop for a
Okay,
minute.
yes.
Stop on the micro unit.
Now we're
All right.
now we're talking aesthetics.
All right.
We're just talking about. We want to talk about
All right,
ailments.
when you talk about your junk,
Yes.
which I really discourage you because I just don't think we need to really talk about that stuff on the show. But
luckily, it's a short subject.
Froggy's all over the road.
Yeah, I
'Cause
noticed he
he-
talks about it in extremes. I picked
All right.
up on that.
All right, so hold on, Roxanne. Tell me what you have picked up on when Froggy will make junk jokes. What have you picked in the 3+ years that you've been working with us with the triumphant return of the MJ Morning Show? What have you picked up over the years when Froggy talks about junk?
Well, I said this to Fester. I said he only describes his junk as either really, really big or really, really small.
Exactly. 100% correct. Yes.
I never say big.
Yes, you,
Yeah, you
Roxanne.
do.
Yes, you do. You go like you swing with extremes.
That's right.
It's
Keep
ridiculous.
the audience on their toes
All right.
so nobody knows.
But look, Roxanne is paying attention to your junk.
That's right.
Yes, she
Fester
Roxanne
knows,
is a known meat gazer.
Fester
I'm
knows where
not.
I
I am the opposite of that.
All right.
She's a gaze meter.
I'm a known lip starer
Hey,
or eye contact.
Guess
maker.
what? You can be a meat gazer on Froggy's charcuterie board.
Little gamey.
All right. So, all right. Let's
There are
continue.
big pieces of meat and small pieces of meat on that board. I don't know which one made you sick, but
What about those little cocktail franks?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So, Froggy, continue with your medical ailments.
All right, just move up. I have detached earlobes.
No, wait a second. No, you
What?
something with your breasts.
Oh, and I have a sort of like female breasts forming.
You need a male. What do they call that?
is it a mass?
A man's ear.
No, it's not a mastectomy.
Wait, a mass something. It's a
No.
mass something.
No, there's a procedure that guys can when
Yeah, that's
When-
what I have.
Reduction.
when men have man boobs. Hey, Fester, go ahead and Google. Or Roxanne, you're better at typing.
Uh,
All right, can you type What is it called? What is a male breast reduction called?
It's vasor liposuction.
No, that's not what I'm looking for. No, that's not what I'm looking for.
Gynomasticosy.
That's it.
There you go.
Wait.
Gynecomastia.
Gynecomastia. There we go.
Something to that effect.
Yeah.
How have you completely ignored all of your intestinal issues?
Yeah, how do
you went from those.
You went from your crotch to your man boobs.
Your whole torso.
Oh, let me go back. Let me go down a little bit.
Yeah, you've had IBS for freaking years.
From your
Double bleeding ulcers.
From neck down and knees up, you're the disaster.
When I used to bleed out, when I almost bled out.
All right, so seriously, ulcers, IBS. Listen, we even have a jingle. Where's my Froggy IBS jingle? Where the hell is that? Oh, here it is. Listen to this thing here, folks. Check this out.
Where is Froggy? Can you guess? In the John with IBS.
Remember, for years, you were totally relating.
I had to run out of the studio.
With Camille Grammer. Remember?
Oh, yeah, me and her.
With Kelsey. Remember when Camille Grammer came out and she was doing commercials for IBS medication?
So hot. I mean, she was hot.
Yeah.
I don't think her IBS was.
And Kelsey Grammer, they split, right? They're not together anymore, right?
Because of the IBS.
No, that's not the case. All right. So, Froggy, anything else in the midsection? The ulcers, the IBS? By the way, you still have not hit the trigger point on what could serve as a cure for one of your medical ailments.
All right. I have moving up to my jaw. I have TMJ.
Oh, but wait, go back because don't you sometimes have anxiety, which would be like maybe heart palpitations?
He's not there yet.
No, heart palpitations.
I was thinking more of the brain thing.
I don't get palps much.
Okay.
TMJ. So hold on. TMJ. So you get lockjaw, whatever the hell that is.
Deviated rectum.
No.
Septum.
That's back lower again. The deviated rectum.
No, deviated septum.
All right. No, all these are wrong. You have not hit on the potential cure for one of your medical ailments.
I'm graying very fast.
Nope.
Migraines, headaches.
What did you just say?
I'm graying very fast.
No, after that.
Oh, migraines, headaches.
Yes.
Oh, I should have started at the top.
Yeah.
Yes.
It took a while from the toes.
All right, then this bit wouldn't have filled the airtime that I'm looking to fill.
You're welcome.
So I'm glad you started at the bottom. It's fantastic. Yes, there is a potential cure for migraines and headaches, and I think this is a total load of crap. But listen, it's given us some content here this morning on the MJ Morning Show.
I have plenty of my own cures. You know, the hair dryer, coffee, hot showers.
That's right. Froggy claims that migraines, in his case, can be soothed by lying on a bed or a couch with a Conair hair dryer blowing on his face.
You transfer from face to crotch every 5 minutes.
What? Really? Just move it up and down?
Something to do with the blood flow.
All right. Seriously. According to new research, according to science, if you look at a picture of curry, it is a bizarre method that serves as a painkiller.
I don't even like Steph Curry. What the hell?
He's not a Golden State fan at all.
No.
It's not.
Or Indian food.
It's not Steph Curry. It's curry like in Indian food.
Oh, never had it.
Or any spicy food.
So researchers,
This is so stupid.
I don't know where the hell they came up with this, but they found that spicy food pictures, if you look at pictures of spicy food, that it can reduce pain in headaches and migraines.
Wow. I got a bottle of sriracha sauce in the office I can keep
that's
in.
right,
Yeah.
we do.
We can just put that in front of you all show.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe make you feel better.
Or you could, like, squeeze it in his eyeballs.
I have them
That'll
a lot.
make your migraine go away because now you're like, my eyes!
Eyes are on fire.
What,
Yeah.
Frog?
I forgot a midsection ailment.
Oh, what's another midsection ailment?
Tennis elbow.
Okay, yeah, right.
My right elbow's
You've
been
never-
affected for
You
years.
haven't played tennis in your life. Are you in on this pickleball craze?
Pickleball elbow, yeah. No, I want to play though. It looks fun. Let's play. Let's get an MJ Morning Show league going.
Yeah, MJ Morning Show Pickleball League. That's exactly what we need.
That would be so fun. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? Fetch, let's do it.
But, can you see Fester running around a pickleball court?
That's the thing. There's no running around. You kind of move in place.
Yeah.
It's like 2 steps one way, 2 steps the other.
And in your case, can you have like a plate of lasagna in one hand and the racket in the other hand?
Call it lasagna ball.
And maybe
There
after
you
the
go.
game, take a nice relaxing
There you
dip
go.
in your pool.
All right, so Froggy, I'll tell you what.
Yours.
Well, let's get some pictures of. Next time you have a migraine, let's whip out a picture of some spicy Indian curry food.
Yeah.
And see if it takes your migraine and headache away.
No, it'll be an experiment. You'll be calling in sick with your migraine. Like, nope, come in. Let's look at the pictures and see if it works.
What I just miss here?
Okay, Froggy said after we play pickleball, I could take a nice dip in my pool. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he kind of mouths to me, like Matthew Perry.
Oh, my gosh.
God, that is awful.
So I didn't get the
That
joke
is-
because he
that
said
is
it.
terrible. It's awful.
Yes.
Or we could just stop and get that gas station curry on Kennedy in South Tampa. Tell you what, I've had that food. That food is good. I mean,
I've never had curry in my life.
where the hell can you fill up with unleaded and get great Indian food?
I got gas at that gas station last night, and I thought about getting some.
No,
but yes.
that is a high price gas station. The gas is too high. The food is great. I will get their Indian food. That was it, curry leaves, right? I'll get curry leaves. I'll get their food all day long, but I will not buy gas there because they're inflated because they're trying to get the airport rental returns.
That's what we did. Yeah.
Well, there you bought gas at that. No, you get gas at the Amoco station or the Chevron at Kennedy and Lois. It's much cheaper. Yeah, it's the triangle of rip-off gas. It's the Chevron at West Shore and Kennedy. No! Too high. It is the Shell station at Cypress and West Shore. No! Too damn high. And then the BP station right in front of West Shore Plaza. No! Too damn high. But their Indian food is great.
See, those.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know if they love you or hate you because you boo-hoo their gas, but tout their Indian
It's
food.
different businesses.
Oh, it is
No. It's the same owners. It's the
okay.
same owners own the Indian restaurant as own the gas station. It's connected. I mean, seriously, where else could you get great Indian food and fill up your tank and maybe pay $10 more than you should? All right. So, hey, listen, I'm giving them like a half compliment. The food is unbelievable at that Indian place, but they're way overpriced on gas because they're trying to get the car rental return. You know, just like the Shell station at Cypress and West Shore, which is a total ripoff as well. All right, 6:33 at the MJ Morning Show. Running just a little bit late here. Hey, thanks to Stacy. We like to moron. We like to moron. All right, time for Morons in the News. Early edition, 6:41 at the MJ Morning Show. And to the woman up in Marion County here in Florida, it doesn't work this way. When you're... this is ballsy. When your card is repeatedly declined at the Walmart self-checkout, you can't just say, screw it, and walk out with the $250 in merchandise that you're trying to scan.
That's not how it goes?
No.
It does seem like a hassle to have to unpack it all. And
You don't unpack it. You just leave it.
Yeah.
You just hot drop it.
No. Yeah, so woman here in Florida, well, now she's behind bars, walked out of Walmart up in Marion County. This is Ocala. Walks out with about $250 worth of merch after her card was repeatedly declined at self-checkout. Remember, we've talked about this multiple times. All these places like Walmart and supermarkets, they've expanded all this self-checkout stuff. Oh, we're going to save all this money on labor. Oh, we're going to be able to cut back on our staff and not have like real checkout lanes with real human breathing cashiers. So we're going to go self-checkout. And now there's a reversal. There's a major reversal in the industry, in retail, where companies like Walmart are going to be taking self-checkout away because, guess what? They're starting to realize that the shrinkage, the theft, they're getting their asses ripped off sideways is exceeding the savings by not paying somebody $12, $13 an hour, whatever it is, to act as a cashier.
the customers who aren't stealing from them hate them, because inevitably you're there trying to check stuff out. Something doesn't work. The alarm goes off. Then you have to wait for an employee to get there. They don't necessarily know how to fix it.
Or if I'm buying all kinds of spray paint, I got to get like ID check and approval.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if I want to huff in peace, all right? I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I mean, you can still huff.
Never huffed in my life.
Not yet.
You huff and puff all the time. Who you can?
But listen, it's a hassle. I've grown accustomed to it. I think I actually got to the place where I prefer the self-checkout.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah, I know.
And
I
then
see the
if you've
little
got a
green-
lot of stuff, I don't want to do all that work.
See, I
want to just throw it on the belt and let them take care of it.
I don't purchase large amounts at Walmart. If I go there maybe for one thing or two things.
Yeah, me too.
I don't buy I see people go to Walmart with 2 carts full of stuff, like frozen goods just melting, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, people need groceries faster. What the hell?
Well, you buy the frozen stuff last.
I know. I'm like,
Yeah.
I see them wet. I see
You ever see the morons walking around the supermarket? They've got the ice cream in there first. No, I'm serious. Seriously. All right. Now, Samantha Beery was arrested and charged with petty theft after the incident. This was at the Ocala Walmart on Bahia Avenue. When deputies arrived, they made contact with the store's loss prevention officer, who said that she saw Beery pack up several items in a shopping bag without paying for them. Anyway, Beery said that she attempted to pay for the items, but her card was declined multiple times. Well, then you leave the stuff and you leave the store with your badass card that doesn't work. All right? You don't take the stuff. Oh, yeah, I tried, man. Yeah. That is not a rule. That's not a thing. Oh, I tried my card 2-3 times, didn't work. Yeah, you don't. It's kind of like the old thing. If your roommate commits suicide in college, that you get all A's for the semester.
Yeah.
I don't think that works, does it? Is that?
Just in the movies.
I think that's the case. What a bonehead. All right, what else do we have? Oh, you gotta love this. Who is the last person that you would think would try to push somebody's face into a deep fryer at a fast food restaurant? What is the last type of person you'd expect to do this?
Person with no arms.
Yeah,
That's a good guess.
That's a good guess.
Thank you.
Yes.
An etiquette teacher.
What is this, Family Feud?
Yeah.
Good answer, good answer.
I didn't see that one coming.
Good answer, good
Now.
No, come on.
None?
Dude, I'm giving it to you. Yeah,
What?
It's a pastor.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Ooh.
dude.
Okay.
That's a good guess.
What about a pastor with no arms?
That would be sick.
Listen to this. LaToya Gladney, a 44-year-old manager in training at a McDonald's up in North Carolina, told police that her employees were disrespecting her, so she called her husband to assist her. Investigators allege that when Dwayne Waden, a 57-year-old church pastor, subsequently arrived at the restaurant in High Point, North Carolina, cops say that Waden walked into the kitchen, began punching Theodore Garlington, a McDonald's cook, in the face. Waden also allegedly wrapped his hands around Garlington's neck and began pushing his head toward the deep fryer.
Yeah.
Oh my God, was he a mobster?
This guy's a pastor. And then he put his head in a vice like Joe Pesci.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
It-
Casino, yeah.
He's a preacher at the Elevated Life International Ministries.
Can you believe this? The McDonald's manager's husband's a pastor, shows up, punches one of the cooks at McDonald's in the face, and then grabs him by the neck and starts to push him toward the deep fryer? Deep fry his face.
Jeez Louise.
According to a recent Facebook post, the pastor
fried Facebook.
right? Very
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
The pastor promised a new level of ministry in 2024.
Oh, this is a new level. This is the next level.
Yeah.
Deep fried ministry. How about that?
Baptized by oil.
Yeah. Before Garlington 34 could be deep fried, several employees interceded and they pulled Waden off the victim. Unbelievable. He suffered a large contusion on the forehead and right eye, scratches on his neck. High Point, North Carolina, police officers intervened. They interviewed witnesses. reviewed store security footage, and then Waden was arrested for assault. Bond was set at $1,000.
You know,
He's got a January 22nd, trial scheduled.
Theodore's probably not going to disrespect his wife anymore, though.
Jeez.
Right? Theodore is done disrespecting after that face to the grease.
I'm looking at pictures of this pastor.
Uh-huh.
He's a pretty tough-looking guy.
That's what I'm saying.
he looks like Suge Knight. He's like Suge Knight. He should have dangled the guy off of a 10-story balcony in Miami. Just like, didn't Suge Knight allegedly do that to
Vanilla Ice?
Vanilla Ice, right?
Allegedly, yes.
I think that's alleged. Unfreaking believable. All right, so some early morons in the news here on the MJ Morning Show, and I have not even scratched the surface, so I'll probably intertwine some additional morons during the program. A 7 o'clock hour straight ahead. We're loaded. We got to talk about Roxanne's travel nightmare coming up. Stand by. Dating apps, all kinds of stuff. We're totally packed this morning. Oh, I'm so pissed off at Amazon. I'll get into the whole Amazon situation. It's just a busy Wednesday here on the MJ Morning Show. And then full details coming up on the massive giveaway. We're giving away $20,000 in cash every hour, every day next week. Your share at $1,000 a pop. Giving away a total of 20 grand. Full details on the way here on the MJ Morning Show. It is a brand new... Almost 7 o'clock, still technically 6:59. Almost 7, MJ Morning Show, Q105. Hello, everybody. MJ with Fester, Roxanne, Froggy. I got a pile. How much time do I got? A good 12, 14 minutes here. Let's dive in. I got a pile of celebrity stuff that I've been collecting over the last, a couple of days, week or so. Just weird stuff and some names that just haven't popped up in a while. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And Froggy just walked in the room, and I didn't tease this one. Froggy walks in the room and says, go ahead, what did you just say to me?
I said, what's up with Ian Ziering being attacked by a group of midget little bicycle riders or motorcycle riders?
That's
Wow.
it. That's in the pile. I teased Charlie Sheen, and who else did I tease? I teased and Pete Davidson. All right, so yeah,
It's
Ian.
funny, I'm like, Ian Ziering got beat up by bikers, and then I'm like, what? I'm thinking like, the Mongols kicked his
Yeah,
ass.
the Hells Angels got to
The Hells
90210.
Angels.
That's what I thought too.
And then I watch it, and it's like, oh, God, let's go. Like little mini motorcycle guys.
Hang on. All right,
They're normal-sized men.
All right, we'll start with.
Let's get him.
This is just a bizarre story. Headline: This is TMZ. 90210 star Ian Ziering viciously attacked by bikers on a Hollywood boulevard.
They weren't bikers.
And it was right in front of the Peach Pit, by the way.
Oh, no. Why didn't... What was the guy's name? Dad?
Chloe, my daughter Chloe, who was in yesterday, filling in for Roxanne. So, and I'm thinking about making a permanent switch. No, I'm kidding, Roxanne.
What, Fester
I'm
for
kidding.
Chloe?
Exactly. All right, so Chloe saw this story in my pile, right? And she's like, Dad, I love watching 90210. I'm like, the original? No, the reboot. What was the reboot of 90210? Was it like?
It was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's years ago. But did that suck?
Yes.
I mean, how can you reboot 90210?
The original is great.
I mean, Ian Ziering is 59 years old.
That's crazy.
He's a grandfather now in Beverly Hills.
That is
Yeah.
insane.
He
Anyway,
fought like a grandfather.
here's the story. So this is from TMZ. Ian Ziering got jumped by a bunch of bikers
They weren't bikers.
They were
running
on
amok
bikes.
in Los Angeles. A horrific moment caught on camera, and one hell of a lousy way to end the year. This was on the 31st. Beverly Hills 90210 star fell into a melee of several assailants on Sunday who were cruising down Hollywood Boulevard on a variety of motorized mini bikes. And
Let's go.
weaving in and out of traffic, including, obstructing or coming close to Ian Ziering's car.
Close to it. Somebody put a helmet through the windshield.
And TMZ said that Ian Ziering's car might have been hit by one of the bikers. So then Ian Ziering gets out, I guess, to confront.
Well, that's a mistake.
Is that the Ian Ziering's?
Yeah, there he is in the middle.
Yeah.
Is that an X? That's a BMW X6, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. They're
Yeah.
like
Oh,
they.
there's total video. They're literally. It's like, guys, you got these.
Where's Dylan?
You got
Dylan!
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm confused though. Are they children
No,
or
they're-
are they?
No, they're
They're
adults.
adults on mini
Look at their
motorcycles.
bikes. Look at their bikes.
They're riding these little mini scooters. They're not even full size scooters. They're little mini bikes that you see like a 7-year-old at a BMX competition or something.
One hit his car, or he thought hit the car. He gets out to assess the damage, gets into a fight with one of them, and then he gets into a fight with
girl.
all of them.
One of them came
Girl
up and
punching him.
hit him with their bike. Ran into
Yeah.
him, and Ian's daughter's in the car too.
Oh yeah, and they're battering Ian Ziering.
Look at him running
There's
away.
video.
He's trying to run and like shrug the guy off.
He does
couple
a decent
felonies.
job of fighting them off.
There's total video of this is in the middle of the action, in the middle of Hollywood Boulevard out in California, in Hollywood. They're beating up Ian Ziering, and he's running. He gets thrown against a red car.
And he's so recognizable, aren't they? Like, holy crap, this is Steve from
They know-
90210. Let's stop.
They don't know this guy.
He looks exactly the same. And you're telling me he could fight off a tornado of sharks?
And then
but
somebody
not this?
took a motorcycle helmet and smashed the
Yeah.
window on his BMW X5.
So look,
I'm sorry, X6.
At the end of the video, there's somebody chasing him with a helmet, trying to hit him in the head.
look. It looks like he did a pretty good job of fighting them off enough to run to safety. This is an epidemic in California, in Los Angeles, and Beverly Hills. A
I'm
bunch of
gonna-
midget gangs.
Let's go, guys. We're going to get...
Let's kill them.
The Los Angeles police report, the LAPD report, does have Ian Ziering as the victim
Yeah,
Absolutely.
of this.
Yeah, that's a couple felonies, I'd imagine.
Man, that is crazy stuff.
According to page 6, it was a Mercedes that he's driving.
Yeah, I thought it was a Mercedes.
Well, because in the video, there's a BMW X6, and then there's a Mercedes.
You can see the little Mercedes logo.
All right, so his car was, the cars are right next to each other, so I
Yeah.
didn't know which one was his. I didn't know which German luxury car was his. I'm sorry. Moving along. When's the last time we had Charlie Sheen in the news?
You know, he's kept really quiet for like the last 5 years.
5 years, more than that. When
Yeah.
did me and you see him live? Like 12 years ago?
Was that the Tiger Blood era?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
2010.
Tiger Blood Tour.
Winning! Yeah, that whole deal.
That was the worst concert I've ever been to in my life.
Where was it? Was that like at Mahaffey or
It was
something?
at the
Emily.
Arena.
Emily Arena? Was it really?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people there and it sucked.
Holy jeepers. All right, so Charlie Sheen, we haven't heard a word out of this guy in like 5 years, and suddenly he's like popping up in the news. His neighbor has been arrested for trying to strangle him.
That's not winning.
By any chance, was his neighbor in that biker gang that beat the crap out of Ian Ziering?
Yeah. This gang,
Joking.
they're going to get rid of all the washed up actors. Charlie's next.
Take him off.
Charlie Sheen's neighbor forced her way into his Malibu home and attempted to attack him. In a statement provided to the Daily Beast, the LA County Sheriff's Department said police responded to a battery disturbance call Wednesday last week. Upon contacting the parties involved, deputies identified Charlie Sheen as a victim of assault. The suspect, a neighbor of Sheen's named Electra Schrock,
Oh, boy.
was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon and burglary. According to TMZ, who first reported the news, Schrock, that's Schrock, in the USA, tore Sheen's shirt and made a move to strangle him. Sheen told cops he had no idea what prompted the woman to attack him, but he believes she attempted to start a beef with him before after she allegedly poured a sticky substance all over his car.
Ill.
The hell is going on here?
Come on, Charlie.
Am I the only one surprised he's still alive?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Winning! Oh,
Yeah. How can you put that that many substances in your body and still be kicking?
And he has like HIV, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he's HIV positive. But listen, with all the what are those drugs like Biktarvy and I
He's
mean,
gonna live forever.
every time you turn around, it's either an Ozempic commercial or one of these HIV inhibitor drugs that you see on TV.
Winning. Didn't he used to stuff crack rocks on the end of his cigarettes?
I think I heard that, yes.
I am on a drug. It's called Charlie Sheen. It's not available because if you try it once, you will die. Your face will melt off and your children will weep over your exploded body.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
God, how great he was.
Remember that stuff?
At the top of the hour, we typically have a
I don't know. Am I out of Charlie Sheen here? Hey, where's Tiger Blood? I need Tiger Blood.
You know, I got tiger blood, man.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I was looking for Tiger Blood.
You know, I got tiger blood, man.
Hey, man, I got Tiger Blood.
You know, I got tiger blood, man.
Yeah, I believe him.
Winning.
I said Charlie Sheen. I told you I have a bizarre collection of celebrity stuff here.
Did Rick Moranis get attacked again?
Yeah.
Jesus, what's going on?
That's right. Rick Moranis, a couple of years ago, was attacked by some maniac in Central Park, right?
He was really attacked. This is Charlie Sheen.
And then this is quite a collection here. And then Pete Davidson, he's like freaking out again. So a whole bunch of Pete Davidson comedy tour dates have been canceled. And apparently he destroyed his trailer on the set of a movie he was working on.
Dude, rock and roll.
What's going on?
Marilyn Manson backstage? What is he doing?
Listen to this. Days before Pete Davidson canceled tour dates, he allegedly trashed a movie trailer on the set of his new movie, Riff Raff.
Well, maybe he was in character. Is his character like a violent wreck a room kind of?
I don't see him as much of a method acting.
What do you say, macaroon?
Wreck a room. It's my first day back. I forgot how to talk.
Wreck a room guy?
Wreck a room? Like,
Hold on,
like
are you
destroy
saying-
a room?
Are you saying wreck
Yes.
a room? Or,
Wreck a
I thought you
room.
said macaroon or rack a room.
Starving.
Delicious.
I haven't had a good macaroon in a while.
I hate macaroons.
You know what? Once in a blue moon, that sweet coconut, man.
I don't want a macaroon.
Yeah.
You know what? Give me those coconut patties from the Florida rest stops along the Florida Turnpike. I'll take those
Ooh,
things.
Those are good too.
Yeah, those little coconut patties. They still sell those
Oh, they're there. Yeah.
with the pictures of like the palm trees on them and everything. Are those even made in Florida? They made in China.
China.
Yeah, probably so. China. All right, so according to this report, questions continue to arise regarding what the hell is going on with Pete Davidson again, and what's going on with his current mental state, because a whole bunch of his tour dates have been canceled. He allegedly flipped out and destroyed a movie trailer, just ransacked it. He's shooting a movie, I guess, with Bill Murray. There's some movie called Riff Raff, and Bill Murray, I wonder if his hair unravels like in...
Kingpin?
Yeah, that's funny stuff right there. But, he wrecked the trailer, and he's currently in the midst of production for a guide to recognizing your saints. What the hell is that? So what's a new comedy, Riff Raff, which features Dustin Hoffman, Jennifer Coolidge, Ed Harris, Gabrielle Union. Is Bill Murray in that? Are there two different movies here? Is he doing two different? I don't know. Who the hell knows? Anyway, but what's going on with his mental condition?
God, who cares about this guy anymore?
We only care when he's dating a new hot chick.
Well, you know what? That's back down, though. We don't hear about that. Remember, it was like every month he was dating some model, dating some smoking hot babe. And then that seems to have shut down as well. We don't hear about these things anymore.
Quiet over the holidays for him and his babes, yeah.
No, it's been quiet for like, I think 6-8 months. We haven't really heard about Pete Davidson. Oh, and remember, he crashed a car into a house. That was what, back in October, November? Hey, quickly, bring that up, Fester. Hurry up.
And he invested in a boat that was loaded with termites. It's halfway sinking.
They bought some old decommissioned, him and that bonehead, what's his name, Colin Jost.
Yeah.
Who's he married to? He's married to...
Scarlett Johansson.
Thank you very much.
That's right.
And they bought some decommissioned, halfway sunk old Staten Island ferry. That was a good purchase.
Good investment, boys.
Smart deal. Yeah, Pete Davidson crashed his SUV in L.A. This was October. It was either late September or October. The story's dated October 1. And he drove into someone's house. Seriously. Left the road and drove into the corner to somebody's house out in Los Angeles.
I don't see this guy making it past like 35. How old is he?
I think he's 30 now.
He's 30, so he's not going to
really?
join the 28. Is it the 28? 27 club. Yeah, 27 club. So he's not going to join that.
Seems a little reckless.
Yeah, I would say. And then he canceled. This is during our break. He canceled a comedy stand-up show at the Beacon Theater in New York, Upper West Side. Broadway, Upper West Side. He canceled that appearance 2 hours before the show. Sold out show, and he cancels 2 hours before. And then he's canceled subsequent dates as well. So who the hell knows what's going on with Pete Davidson? Listen, I hope the guy gets his mental act together, but clearly the guy's got some serious problems.
I don't.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? We start an hour and 20 minutes and not... What?
I hope he doesn't get any of it together.
Oh, come on.
I
Really?
love Disaster Pete Davidson.
All right, 7:14 MJ Morning Show. We start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. Next, if you don't know about the $20,000 in cash that we're giving away starting next Monday, we're giving away $1,000 an hour every single day next week. 20,000 total. And Froggy, you got some questions about my video that I shot on my Instagram?
Oh, do I?
Okay, we'll address that coming up. And a whole lot more, because we've got an hour and 20 minutes to fill next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Here we go. Here I go again with the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 7:25 here on a Wednesday. And right now, New Year, same old hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. No one does this. We go an hour and 20 minutes nonstop right now. Every single day, right around this time, 1 hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ Morning Show. Let's do it, as Tone Loke would say. And I'll give you full details on the 20 grand coming up in just a bit. I know Froggy wants to say something about the Instagram video that I shot last night. And folks, another reason why you should follow me on Instagram, because you never know what the hell is going to happen. You know that Chloe video with the pasta? That has over 25,000 views in just over 24 hours. I mean, that's insane. So if you missed this on yesterday's program, Chloe was in because Roxanne was not back from her little Christmas vacation. Yeah, I guess 2+ weeks was not long enough, so Roxanne had to take another day.
No, I'm entitled to vacation each year.
Yeah.
You know that. I get X amount of days, and that was one of my days.
Fester said he was going to be out yesterday, but Fester surprised us all and popped in. I thought maybe you'd pop in as well.
Listen, hold on. I only popped in because my kids were miserable to go camping with. That's the only reason why.
But Roxanne had travel. It sounds like Roxanne's travel hell was worse than your kids.
Yeah, and with my kids, that made it even worse.
Hold on. We'll get to Roxanne's travel hell in just a minute. If you miss this, if you don't follow my Instagram, you should. I'm Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. And it's the second item now. The first item is the cash video that I shot last night at home. The second video is you'll see a picture of Chloe with a not very happy face. And Chloe, when we got home from New Year's Eve at the Edition in downtown Tampa and the Kool in the Gang party, when we got home, like 2 o'clock in the morning, Chloe's all hungry, consumed some alcohol. Hey, she's 22. She can do so. And she gets home and was like, Daddy, I'm hungry. She wanted me to stop at like McDonald's for nuggets. I think they were closed. Anyway, I said, Chloe, we got food at the house if you're hungry. So she makes pasta. She goes to the pantry, and I got a bag of pasta in the way, way back of the pantry, back of the shelf that I was kind of just saving. I knew it was old. I didn't know how old it was, but I was saving it to like make it for the dogs, a little treat for the dogs. And Chloe makes that pasta, and she makes it. She adds some olive oil, some sea salt, and then she's eating it. I'm like, Chloe, what pasta do you use? And she shows me the bag. I'm like, ooh, that's old. And I looked at the bag. I'm like, ooh. Then I rolled video. I'm like, I wanted to capture it live. I'm like, Chloe, hey, can you bring up the video again here, Fester? Bring
Absolutely.
it up. Bring it up off my Instagram. And if you haven't seen this, the damn thing's got over 25,000 views. You got it? All right, play it, and then you got to hit unmute right there. Hurry up. Chloe, how's that pasta?
It's actually really good.
Yeah, Chloe just made some pasta. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. We're home from the New Year's Eve celebration. Just some olive oil and some sea salt. Pretty good, huh?
It's really good. I like it.
Okay, gotta tell you something. Chloe, look at the expiration date on the pasta you just cooked.
Are you kidding me?
May 4th, 2016 was
Dad!
was the Best By date.
Dad!
She gave a dada.
It's May 4th, and somebody pointed out, hey, Chloe, May the 4th be with you.
Yeah. 8 years ago.
8 years ago. Best By date on the... Listen, pasta's not going to go bad. Listen, you're not going to get sick from it. It's dried semolina, man. It's not like it's milk from 2016 or yogurt or cottage cheese or something.
Thinking back to when I was 22.
Yeah.
The last thing I would have been doing on New Year's Eve was partying with my parents.
I was thinking, why? Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, that says something about you and Michelle.
Are you going to bust me on that? Chloe's back from college.
I just should don't. Why didn't she go party with her friends or something? Why you?
I mean, sir.
I mean, you look so bored at that point.
She doesn't have a ton of friends here.
What are you talking about? She's from here.
She is from here, but, she's got college or she's got old school buddies that, because remember, Chloe went to high school up in New York. So she graduated from Marymount of New York. And, she's got a bunch of friends there. She's got college friends. She's got some old friends from Shorecrest. But that goes back to like, God, a 7th grade. So I don't know.
And you, I'd be like, Chloe, stay home. You're cramping me and Mom's style.
Anyway,
seriously.
All right, so folks, take a look at Chloe going, Dad, ooh. So the Best By date of the pasta 8 years ago, and Chloe's eating it. You got to check out the video. It's on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. And if you so desire, give me a follow, because if you followed me, you would have seen the 20 grand in cash on my kitchen table last night. We'll get into that later on. Hold on. That's Froggy apparently has got something to say. Froggy, you got something to say about everything, don't you?
It's sort of what I minimally get paid for here.
Oh, you think so?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
No,
it's almost like a charity gig, so
It's almost
it's almost like I'm a Red Crosser here.
like we're responding to a disaster.
Hey, I got a whole
Disaster
bunch of
relief.
Hey, speaking of disaster, I got a bunch of airplane stories. That Japan Airlines crash yesterday. We brought this up, shortly after the news broke yesterday. We brought this up, but there is something really, really important that we've got to talk about here.
I got to ask you a question about that,
All
too.
right, you can ask me.
A hypothetical.
All right, well, hold on. You ask me your question in a second. So yesterday, we had this horrific crash where apparently a Japanese Coast Guard Dash 8, like a de Havilland or a Bombardier Dash 8, was on the runway, a Coast Guard that was headed over to the west coast of Japan to help with the earthquake. They had like a 7.5 earthquake, and man, you got parts of the west coast of Japan just leveled. Not as bad as Fukushima and that giant tsunami, but man, some nasty stuff. So you have this Coast Guard airplane bringing relief supplies over to the west coast of Japan from Tokyo, and you've got an Airbus A350 at Japan Airlines coming in from Hokkaido, from Sapporo, full, a big Airbus A350. This is a nice state-of-the-art airplane, and the Coast Guard the Coast Guard airplane apparently was on the runway and crashes into, apparently the wing hit the Coast Guard plane. If it was like head-on, it probably would have been a whole different story. But amazingly, Festa, bring up the story. Bring up a different tab. Was it like 379 people got off the Japan Airlines plane? This is a huge, heavy. They call it a heavy. It's a twin aisle. This is an Airbus 350. This is a big airplane. 379 passengers and crew. Every single person got off the airplane, and the plane melted. I mean, the plane just disintegrated, and everybody was able to get off the airplane. Why am I bringing this up again? Because the passengers heeded the advice of the flight crew, and apparently they're yelling in Japanese and maybe English, I don't know. They're yelling on the airplane, according to passengers that were on the plane. They're yelling, "Leave everything, get out, leave everything." And the Japanese culture tends to be more courteous and more, they obey more and they listen to authority. But everybody got off that freaking airplane, and some of that is being attributed to the fact that the passengers did not try to grab their carry-on crap from the overhead baggage compartment. Remember was it American Airlines? There were numerous incidents where planes have like crash landed or major problems, planes on fire, and we've talked about this. There was a flight recently.
It was like an airline named Red or something.
No. I think it was an American Airlines thing as well not too long ago. Roxanne, do me a favor. Type in on Google or whatever, or DuckDuckGo or Bing or
Ask Jeeves. Try that.
Dog pile. So do a quick search for airplane crashes, passengers, carry-on luggage. Just type in some of those search terms, and I'm telling you, there are some recent stories where there's video. You see people coming down the slides holding on to their carry-on suitcase. No!
Yes.
Leave the freaking luggage. Leave your crap on the airplane. And the fact that all 379 people got off of this airplane in Haneda Airport, Tokyo, yesterday, it's attributed to the fact that the people on the plane listened to the flight crew. Leave everything behind. Get out. Yes, Rox.
Yes, it was.
Why'd you turn your mic off?
Because my computer started blaring at me.
Oh.
It was the Red Airline air flight arriving in Miami from Dominican Republic, and you had passengers on that plane seen carrying their hand luggage with them as they evacuated.
As the plane's on fire. I thought there was something with American Airlines or something, or it was Air France. There were no. Let me just put it this way:
it's happened multiple times.
Multiple times. You got to evacuate the airplane. There's smoke. There's fire. Life and limit risk here, and you got people that are trying to get their luggage out of the overhead bins. Get the hell off the airplane. And again, there are reports that all the passengers abided by the crew and left all their crap behind, and that's why they're saying all 379 people, passengers and crew, got off that freaking airplane in Tokyo at Haneda yesterday. That is just unbelievable.
I'm trying to find it, but I read a story one time that when you survive a plane crash, you have the best life ever. You have the best attitude. It changes your mindset.
What?
I can't find it. But
Wait a minute. Wait.
Pretty sure Travis Barker's been depressed for a decade.
well, he's an anomaly. But no, I read a story about plane crash survivors, and it makes sense, have like the best lives and the best mindset.
The people who were stuck on that mountain that had to eat other people didn't just snap back and go on motivational tours.
The soccer team,
Whatever it
what was
was.
that? The book was Alive.
Yeah.
The book was Alive, and then it became a movie. Yeah.
I mean, there are exceptions to the rule, but it's like, the opposite of the lottery effect. You win the lottery and your life turns to crap, but this is like you get in a plane crash, you survive it. It's all uphill from there.
Listen, the chances of you being in a plane crash are minuscule. It's like, the odds. I mean, I think, well, actually, your chances of being in a plane crash are actually better than you winning Powerball. But that's a whole different. And I got a Powerball story coming up in just a minute, so hang on. But
This is a business model.
What?
The Roxanne Best Life Institute, where you listen to Roxanne give like a 20-minute speech.
We put you in a plane crash,
Yeah,
and then you have the best life ever
and then
after the
that,
plane
like,
crash.
ta-da! We did it!
Told you. How good do you feel?
All right, people.
But if you take away anything, if against all odds you're in a plane mishap, leave the crap on the plane. I remember that. Fester, did you say Red Air? Did you say that originally?
I did.
Yeah, I guess Fester did actually say it. But I remember seeing video of people coming down the slides holding on to their wheelie bags. It's like, what are you doing?
In that video, people were walking back toward the plane.
Oh, they were taking selfies.
Yeah.
Remember, they're taking selfies.
Which I would probably have done also, just for the hits.
Did you see the video of inside the plane?
Full of smoke?
Yeah, and there's one person, you could see the flames outside the windows. Everybody's freaking out. And one person's just filming the flames with their phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing?
People were rolling video inside the smoke. And you could see, you could see out the window, you see the whole wings on fire.
Like, stop filming.
And some people were rolling video.
Save your life.
Gotta post this on Instagram.
This is going to get a good bunch of hits.
This will get
If
a
I
lot of comments. A lot of likes.
MJ.
I'm going for plane crash likes.
Let me ask you, you got to be honest.
What?
Truth booth type question.
Yep.
You're in that plane crash.
Yep.
You're a very Instagram heavy guy.
Yep.
Do you start filming the flames?
I go Instagram live.
Yeah. That's the way to do
All right,
it.
this might be the end, guys.
I go Instagram live.
I know you would.
No, I just get off the freaking plane is what I'm thinking. Hey, speaking of planes, I didn't get to this. Yes, Rox, you're holding up your hand.
Oh, okay. So I did find
What are
one
you,
article.
are you advertising your plane crash happiness business?
The post-traumatic psychology of disaster survivors. Yes, they may be at risk of developing PTSD, but the experience spurs growth. That's what I was talking about.
Spurs?
Spurs growth.
Hold on. Spurious?
No, like causes growth.
Spurs.
Yes.
Oh, Spurs growth.
Yes,
Gotcha.
yes.
Oh, so they have PTSD, but they're in a great life?
Something like that.
Okay.
Come to my seminar. You'll find out.
Sounds like the
everybody
worst
get in the plane.
therapist crap ever.
Come to my seminar. Where was? Oh, so a couple of other airplane-related issues. I didn't get to this yesterday. A couple of minors being put on airplanes and being sent to the wrong city, and one of them right here in Tampa Bay.
Were they sent to Tampa or sent from Tampa?
Frontier Airlines. Yeah, the one here was Tampa. Frontier Airlines was supposed to send a kid to Cleveland from Tampa Bay. Kid was sent to Puerto Rico on Frontier.
Dude, I would rather go to Puerto Rico 100 times out of 100 than
Than
go to
Cleveland, yeah.
Yeah, that kid won.
I think that's a good point, actually. But is that unbelievable?
Wow.
Now, they obviously had a ticket, right?
Logan Lose. Well, listen, I don't know. It's Lose. How do you say his name? It's
loose.
Logan Lose, right? 16. Yeah, this was, I guess, last Friday. He's at Tampa International Airport. He says bye to his family. He's headed to his flight to visit his mom for the holidays up in Cleveland. And he got to the gate, saw other passengers boarding, got in line. His father, Ryan, said that the Frontier Airlines boarding agent checked his son's baggage, looked at his boarding pass on his phone, and told him he could get on the jet.
All right, get on, kid. You're good.
They would have known it was the wrong flight if they scanned his boarding pass. They didn't scan it. This is according to Channel 8.
I don't know that I've ever been on a flight where they don't scan the pass.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
I've never had anyone just look at my phone or paper pass and say, looks good to me. Pop on board.
You gotta wait for that ding.
You seem legit, kid. Go ahead.
I've always either had the handheld scanner or you put it on the device and the little red laser light scans your phone or boarding pass. Same thing. I've never had anyone just glance at, looks good to me. Hop on. Welcome aboard. So that's nuts. So that was Frontier right out of Tampa. Sends a kid to Puerto Rico instead of Cleveland.
In Frontier's defense, don't they put a big sign as to where this plane is going in front of every gate? Can't the kid look up and say,
typically there's a video screen or a board that says, where the flight's going. So after landing in Puerto Rico, he texted his family in panic.
I'm in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Go surfing.
Yeah. So the confusion at the gate, put him on the wrong flight. The flight to Puerto Rico left about 2 hours before the one to Cleveland as well. I mean, just so many red flags here.
So he gets to the airport in plenty of time and just jumps in the first line he sees?
An idiot.
I mean, he doesn't seem like the brightest 15-year-old.
Andrew's telling me that the last name is pronounced Lose, Lose, Lose.
What a loser. Yeah.
So, listen, give the 16-year-old kid a break.
I don't know.
But listen, at 16, you ought to be kind of aware. It's not like this was a 5-year-old,
Right.
This is a 16-year-old. I mean, kind of, look where the plane is going. And, a lot of times there are announcements on the plane. All right, our flying time to San Juan is, 2 hours and 30 minutes, whatever the hell it is,
An idiot.
Well,
Complete idiot.
The more we talk about it, I'm against the kid on this.
He's a
Froggy,
idiot.
don't call the 16-year-old kid an idiot. Stop
Does
it.
he have a mental deficiency?
Stop it.
That's the next
Maybe.
question.
Stop. Come on.
Okay, so,
Can he read?
When you get
It's a local kid. Leave the kid alone.
He's an idiot.
So stop calling the 16-year-old kid.
If
Stop
it was
it.
my kid, I'd call him an idiot.
some of our local kids are dumber than
Guys, leave. Come on.
Doesn't the pilot give the temperature of where you're going?
Do you guys feel good about beating up on a 16-year-old?
How about when the pilot goes,
All right, flight looks good to San Juan. Everything's looking clear.
It's like maybe he had his headsets on like in Home Alone.
San Juan, that sounds good enough for me.
temperatures in Puerto Rico today, 78 degrees. Blue skies.
Listen, it happened to Kevin, and he went from Chicago.
Hey, what was this kid's name?
Kevin.
No, this kid's name was Logan!
Dumbass.
Stop.
Is his mom just
Stop
like
it.
waiting at the gate in Cleveland Airport?
In Cleveland.
No, that's not him.
No. Didn't come off the plane. No. And then the other one, this is another nightmare. Spirit Airlines. You notice It's like all the low-cost airlines. It's Frontier, it's Spirit. Spirit Airlines placed an unaccompanied 6-year-old kid on the wrong flight as well over the holidays. Supposed to fly out of Philadelphia to visit his grandmother in Fort Myers. Instead, they put him on a flight to Orlando. Hey, at least Spirit got him to the right state, right? Yay! Yay, Spirit!
Good job.
Good job, Spirit Airlines,
You
baby.
can call an Uber and get the kid to Fort Myers in a couple hours.
Check this out. This sounds like something Fester would do. Woman uses bags of donuts to save a whole roll of seats on Southwest.
You obviously never traveled with donuts.
Yeah. A passenger on a Southwest Airlines flight from Washington, D.C. to Dallas took a photo of an entire row of seats blocked off using bags of donuts. The passengers would walk by and see the seats and would just walk by. The woman took the whole damn row. And, of course, the open seating policy on Southwest. When I think of donuts on an airplane and seats, I just think of Fester. And Fester now loves Southwest because Fester will get an extra seat for free, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just because I'm, disabled.
Because you're curvy.
Morbid obesity.
All right, and then quickly, before we get into the $20,000 we're giving away next week, you see United Airlines, they had a whole promotion deal where you could celebrate New Year's Eve. You can celebrate the New Year in 2 different time zones. Listen to this, and they botched it. Totally effed this up. So United Airlines was doing this big promotion that you could celebrate New Year's Eve twice. Celebrate it twice. So the first flight was set to depart from Guam at 7:35 a.m. on January 1st and then land in Honolulu at 6:50 local time on December 31st. So 6:50 p.m. local. So that would give you, 5 hours and 10 minutes on the ground in Honolulu before you ring in the new year. And they messed it up. There was a huge flight delay, and they didn't get into Honolulu until 1:10 a.m. The flight was hours late leaving Guam. Hey, you got to make sure that you run on time if you're going to do some promotion about celebrate twice New Year's Eve or whatever. So they botched that up. All right, so folks, on my Instagram, Fester, bring up my Instagram.
Sure.
I shot a video last night with $20,000 in cash.
Wow.
In $1 bills. So bring up my Instagram.
Okay.
All right, hold on. You gotta get. Is the audio up? You gotta do it again and hit the audio right away. Go. MJ from the MJ Morning Show, and this is $20,000 in cash. And we are giving this away starting Monday morning on the MJ Morning Show on Q105 Tampa Bay, 104. All right, so it's on my Instagram right now. Folks, if you want to see what $20,000 in $1 bills looks like, it's on my kitchen table.
I think that's the most singles I've ever seen in one spot.
And we have a lazy Susan. So you can hear 20. You can hear I'm spinning. I stacked up all the cash in these bundles. All the ones were in these Federal Reserve bags that Brinks delivers to the bank.
Is it like wrapped like in cellophane?
Yeah. So it's each one is in a bag. Each bag contained $4,000. And then inside the bag, then they're all individually banded, and there's even a plastic band around the $4,000 of stacks. Right?
So you have 100 bundles?
No. Well, yeah, I guess so. Or whatever the math is.
20 bundles.
So it's $100 in ones in each band, and then there's 4,000.
Oh,
yeah. So I'm confused. In each one. So each bag had 4,000. And then, so listen, go look at the video. It's crazy.
That's a lot of money.
That is all, and it's on the Lazy Susan. So I'm spinning it around so you get a whole 3D view of what this looks like. It's $20,000 in $1 bills. So I wanted to shoot like a little guerrilla style video to promote our contest. So next week, folks, starting Monday, we're giving away $20,000 cash. Thanks to the Kemp Law Group and Stacy Kemp and the team over there. So I wanted to shoot a video. And I'm like, all right, let me go get 20 grand. We've got that fake money here at the station, but you know what? I don't want to mess with the fake money that they have that we've used a million times.
It does look pretty real, though, that fake money.
But 20. So I go to the bank. I'm like, all right. So what is $20,000 and $100 bills look like? It's like a little piddly little stack. 20 grand. It's not that. It's not impressive. All right.
Did you take them under the slabs of your garage?
What?
Did you get that cash under the slabs of your garage or from the bird feeder?
No. Oh, you're talking like Tony Soprano?
I mean, where did you just went to the bank?
Yeah, I've got the money inside the duck feed in my backyard by the pool.
I know you took some of that money, Carmela.
So, well, hang on, let me tell the story. So, yeah, I went to the bank to get the money. I'm like, listen, I want to shoot a video. I want to make a point here. They were giving away 20 grand next week, starting Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Next week, we're giving away $1,000 every hour, every day, 6, 7, 8, and 9 o'clock hours here on the MJ Morning Show. You just call in, and we're going to do the whole name thing. You got to know the previous hour's winner's first name, and then you win the $1,000. Simple as that. 20 winners next week, $1,000 a pop. So I go to the bank. I'm like, all right, what does 20 grand and 100s look like? It's not impressive. All right, what about 20 grand and 50s? That sucks too. What about 20 grand and 20s? Okay, getting better, but not much.
Not by much.
Yeah, but then I'm like, you know what? I got to make. I said, by any chance, do you have $20,000 in $1 bills? Oh, yes, we do.
How pissed is the teller at you by this point?
They're not. Listen, I've got a good relationship at this. It's Valley Bank. So it's formerly U.S. AmeriBank, Valley Bank, West Shore, right across from the mall. And that team there is great. They treat me very well. I've got a great relationship at that bank. So they had 20 grand. They didn't even balk. They didn't even blink an eye.
Yeah, we got that.
And
I'm sure the strip club owners ask for that stuff all the time.
Hang on. It's very funny that you bring this up.
Oh, right.
Because they get a lot of strip club business. Because think about it. They're close to the Dollhouse, the Penthouse.
It's right there.
Mons Venus is not far away.
Proximity.
So actually, they provide a lot of dollar bills to the strip clubs. This particular, in fact, you want to hear a funny story? These happened to, and they pointed this out to me. This is how I know this. They pointed out to me at the bank that these are all used $1 bills. So the stacks are a little puffier. The strip clubs, when the strip clubs go to get the dollar bills to sell to the patrons, to throw the dollar bills at the strippers, they want used $1 bills. They don't want the crisp new stacks. Listen to this. They told me a story. There's a story about a customer that got a whole stack of new $1 bills and threw it at the stripper, expecting it to fan out and
it doesn't work like that.
It hit the stripper in the side of the face and put a cut across her face.
Big paper cut.
Exactly. Because it was seriously, it's a true story, apparently. So I've got all this money, folks. I shot this video. If you want to see what $20,000 in cash looks like, it's on my kitchen table. And the video, it's a quick little 15, 20-second video. It's on my Instagram right now, Certified MJ Radio. So give me a follow. If you don't follow me yet, give me a follow, Certified MJ Radio, and see me spinning our little lazy Susan around on our kitchen table with stacks of 20,000. It's a lot of money. That is a lot of freaking money when you see me spin this thing around. So, video's up on the... Froggy, did you have anything else you wanted to say about this? I thought you
just remind me of a mumble rapper, SoundCloud rapper. They always have stacks of money.
MJ,
Right.
Our traffic reporter,
Yeah,
Pat
no,
George.
I want to say
shut
something.
Oh, Pat George, our traffic reporter, has just barged in.
By the
Hey,
way, traffic's doing okay
hey,
right now. We do have an
hey,
accident on Livingston, just north of Skipper.
Thanks.
Oh, well, hey, grab Mike 4 over there so Froggy
over,
can have
Patty.
his mic. Yeah, grab Mike 4.
Mike back.
All right, give Froggy his mic back. All right, grab Mike 4. Yes, Pat.
Okay, I went to your Instagram so I could see the bad pasta that your daughter was eating.
Right.
And then I see this. And I got to tell you, you're the P.T. Barnum of morning shows for doing this. What day did you do this?
I did it yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because I knew you were in Colorado.
No, I did
and
this-
then you were doing Cool in the Gang private dinner.
I did this yesterday. I went to the bank yesterday. I shot this yesterday.
I just couldn't believe that you took this on your own to do this. And I was just so impressed after being in promotion so many years that I had a morning guy that did something like this. I had to just come in and tell you that was just amazing.
What a kiss
No, I am not. I'm not trying to be.
seriously.
Starting the new year as
I am telling you that I have never seen
Are you
effort
gonna
like
hit him
this.
up for a loan?
No.
Dumb.
No, absolutely not. I just love that. The only thing I'd worry about now is that you put bad pasta on that Lazy Susan and now dirty money on it. I'd probably get rid of that Lazy Susan.
How much?
Right.
How much cocaine residue is on these dollar
You
bills?
just I thought you were going to say
But
it's on
they
Lazy
need to go
Susan. I
look
was
at
like,
this.
oh.
I mean, this is you carried this money out of the bank
Yes.
by yourself and
Yeah, and
Did they give you like a duffel bag or
Right.
something?
we
Should've
put
gave
it
you
in
an escort.
it went in a giant cardboard box, like it went like in a Staples office supply
Okay,
box.
so if I ever
Yes.
see a guy leaving a bank with a box, I'm gonna kill that guy.
What's the matter with you? What the hell is the matter with you?
money are you
What are you
walking out
talking about? What's the matter with you?
and that looks like a lot of money.
It is a
It
lot of
does.
money.
It's a lot of money.
It's $20,000 in $1 bills.
Oh my gosh.
That was Chloe. I'd creep one of those
Hey,
things.
Pat, listen. I got to do what I got to do. Listen, I've got to make an impact. I've got to promote this contest. It's a big deal. We're giving away $20,000 in cash next week here on the MJ Morning Show.
Of all the things people say about you, good and bad,
Yep.
I've got to tell you, you are one hard worker to go and do this all on your own. As a promotional guy, I respect that.
You
Well,
should suggest him
thank
for
you.
Employee of the Month.
Hold
Pat.
on. What,
Yeah.
what bad things do people say about me?
It's a long list. It's really a long list.
Who wants to go first?
I just tell people it's because you're misunderstood, but it's a long list.
All right, thanks, Pat.
Man,
Thanks.
you are one hell of a brown noser, aren't you? Wow.
Yeah, we're
Wow. You're so full of your eyes are brown.
We're not going to play more traffics.
So take a look at the video. Seriously, you want to see what a 20 grand in $1 bills looks like on my kitchen table at my house? All right, go to Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. That's Certified MJ Radio. If you're not on Instagram, Andrew, did you put the link up on my website as well?
That would be negative.
I told you to put that up like first thing this morning.
And I cannot get on the website to do it.
Oh, yeah, the website is down.
What?
Yeah, we don't have access to it.
What's the matter?
Oh,
Some glitch.
Some glitch?
it's not just local.
Oh, great. So
It's a
they're
nationwide.
with
website
with
down.
our company?
Yes.
Oh, great. So with
Someone
all
didn't pay a bill, probably.
That's good.
with all of their push for like we need more digital, our website's broken.
Yeah.
So here's an opportunity to send tons of people to the website, and there's a glitch. Okay. Anyway, so you got to
Go to MJ's Instagram.
all right, right now, go to Instagram. Go to Certified MJ Radio on Instagram and check this thing out. Yes, Rox.
Make it shareable so I can share it on my at Roxanne Wilder page.
I don't know how to do. How do I make it shareable?
Go to your settings and go to your.
Oh, that's too much work.
no,
anyway.
it's like 2 clicks.
Well, then you grab my phone and do it.
Okay.
All right.
Go
Hey,
through his pictures.
there's nothing exciting there. Speaking of money, the Powerball winner, the $842 million ticket that we told you about yesterday, this was on New Year's Day, $842 million Powerball ticket, one winner, and this was up in Grand Blanc, Michigan. Remember yesterday I was wondering, was it Grand Blanc or Grand Blanc? And it's Grand Blanc, apparently. And one winning ticket was sold at the Food Castle grocery store. You know what sucks?
Food Castle?
Well, The owners of Food Castle, they sell an $842 million winning Powerball ticket. You know what they get? Because a lot of times the seller, the vendor who sold the ticket, they get a bonus from the lottery.
Like $1 million, right?
No. In Michigan, they only get $50,000.
What?
That sucks.
Yeah. I mean, it's not nothing.
Listen, you sell $842 million winning ticket and you get $50,000. A lot of states will give the vendor $1 million. I think like out in California,
yeah.
that whole Edwin Castro deal, he won the $2 billion Powerball, and the vendor that sold the ticket, I think they got $1 million. It varies state to state on what they get. Like here in Florida, I think Florida's low as well. I think in Florida it might be. Roxanne, you're the better searcher. See if you can find out winning Powerball or Mega Millions, how much does the seller get? The actual store.
In Florida.
Yeah, in Florida. Florida specifically. Listen, it's always great when it's like a mom and pop shop, some kind of, a sole proprietor, a small operation that sells the ticket. When you have like Publix sells the ticket, they don't need how much in Florida?
Retailer bonus flat 100,000.
100,000. All right,
What a scam.
Yeah, so Florida's not great either. But in some states, the vendors get $1 million. So
because they get a percentage of the winning amount.
I don't know I think sometimes it's just a flat number if it's over a certain amount. I don't know if it's a percentage.
So
maybe some states are.
Yeah, California's a percentage.
Okay, so here's the deal. These vendors that are getting a lousy $50,000 after selling an $842 million Powerball ticket, they ought to get like one of those T-shirts. We sold an $842 million Powerball ticket, and all we got was a lousy $50,000. Remember those T-shirts? My parents went to whatever, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
I don't know that I feel bad for somebody for walking into $50,000 for just ringing
It's
up
the
an
whole
order.
store. It's not like the owner's going to get it, right? Do they have to reinvest it into the store?
No, Mr. Food King's
Do whatever they want with it. They can go buy crack pipes if they want with the money. They do whatever they want with the money.
I bet you in Grand Blanc, not too far from Flint, you can buy plenty of crack pipes.
Oh, you know what that is? It is 8:02 at the MJ Morning Show. What is that noise?
I'm Scott Pelley.
No.
This is 60 Minutes.
No.
Okay.
That is the clock ticking. Speaking of lotteries, that $36 million Florida lottery ticket that was sold not far away from where the $1.6 billion ticket was sold, what was that, Neptune Beach over near Jacksonville? That ticket, no one came forward to claim the cash prize. They had to do that by early October. The $36 million ticket expires in February. So it's like just over a month away.
Wow.
And am I boring you?
No, but
why would you choose mid-yawn to say wow?
No, I mean, I didn't know the yawn was going to come. I was going to just say wow.
Dude,
but then it was
wait a minute, you're yawning a lot, and I brought this up. Are you okay?
Well, first of all, coming off of 2 weeks of not doing this morning show, I find that I don't wake up at the crack of 4:45. I slept into like
I'm just saying. Listen, I'm just saying you're yawning a lot. Is all I'm saying. I noticed. I noticed this before the break. I noticed this during the fall. Just on the show, every time I look at you, you're yawning. I don't know what the hell it is.
That breath really does carry over here. So please.
Anyway, all kidding aside.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So the person that won the $36 million in the Florida lottery, they had until October 7th, because it was sold in August. They had until October 7th to say, hey, I want the lump sum, which most people take lump sum, and most advisors say take the lump sum. Some recently are saying don't. But that date passed, and now they have until February 4th, so like a month, or else $36 million. You imagine, you bought a ticket, your whole life you're trying to win the freaking lottery. You win the freaking lottery, $36 million. And you lose the ticket, you forget about the ticket, you don't check your ticket, whatever. That's got to suck.
So last month, we had a $44 million lottery go unclaimed
Where was that?
in Florida.
Oh, that was a Florida one as well?
So, a lot of people.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of money to just
Buying lottery tickets and not checking your freaking ticket. What kind of moron are you? All right. Roxanne. With travel from hell. All right, so you got it coming and going.
Yeah, I did.
You got it on both ends,
Yes,
right?
Exactly. And I'm glad we had this nice buffer of the cash contest and lottery in between plane crashes and my story, because these are first world problems compared to perishing on a plane, right? So these are just
What?
Oh my God.
What the hell? What are you saying?
What I'm saying is I'm glad we didn't go Japan crash to Roxanne's travel woes. We had some buffer in there, so it was like,
Are
oh.
you saying that your travel woes were not as bad as the Japan Airlines
Exactly.
inflamed Airbus in Haneda,
Right.
Tokyo yesterday?
Right.
Would you have rather have landed on time, but your plane be on fire, or go through the ordeal you went through?
All right, hang on. Let's just start. So
Okay.
you had a problem even getting
Okay.
So you go to the Bahamas
Yes.
late last week, right?
Yes, and we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. Doug's like, I want no stress on this trip. I want, we're going to get there early. He actually went to the airport the day before to do all of our passports and get our boarding passes and do everything.
Well, you
Yes,
went to
he
the
physically
airport?
went.
They have apps.
But when you check in to fly internationally with the kids and everything, you have to do it in person. You can't check in online for whatever reason.
I have traveled internationally all over the world, and I check in online.
Maybe you're Mr. Fancy
you-
TSA clear check,
no,
whatever you are.
You upload your passport. I mean, what do
We
you?
know how to do this. We know, but
I don't
couldn't
know
get
about
the
that.
yeah.
It's like when you have surgery, you have to go the day before and get all the paperwork.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So he was trying to be very proactive, so we didn't have any issues when we got there early Friday morning. We left, 2 hours ahead of time when we needed to, and we get there, and as soon as we got on this Delta plane, first thing I thought to myself, because I've heard you talk about a Delta plane, and I said,
Hold on. You've heard me talk about a Delta plane.
and I also
Yes,
hear you say,
I fly Delta quite a
Yes,
bit.
I don't. I usually fly American. That's my regular pattern. So I get on this Delta plane. I go, MJ's right. This is a nice looking plane. It's just a nice.
Well, it depends.
Yeah.
Delta has among the oldest fleet in the business. Sometimes you get a nice new Delta plane.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been on some really crusty old beat up Delta planes as well. But Delta's my airline of choice.
I know.
For me, Delta's number one. I like the service. I have the most mileage with Delta. I've got the best status with Delta. I like Delta. I wish they would modernize the fleet a little faster. And not, fly, 27-year-old 737-800s, but that's beside the point. All right,
Okay, well-
so where you're leaving Tampa you're trying to get to the Bahamas, right?
Yes, we're trying to get to the Bahamas. We have to switch planes in Atlanta. So this is that typical Delta early morning Tampa to Atlanta flight. There should be no problem.
Why do you have to fly Tampa to Atlanta to go to the Bahamas?
We had Delta miles, so we were trying to
All right.
do it that way. So we're
All right.
on this flight, and the captain comes on. You talk about modernizing the planes. He's like, well, we have these 3 computers in here, and one of them doesn't seem to want to turn on this morning. So we're going to try to shut the plane down and turn it back on and see what happens. And I could just
So
tell.
kind of like
Like my Xbox.
rebooting.
Yes.
It's like Control Alt Delete. So they had like the blue screen of death in the cockpit.
Totally.
Hitting Control Alt Delete to reboot the thing.
I don't know if I appreciate Roxanne's mocky tone of pilots.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we have three computers.
Yes. No, yeah, I need you to appreciate it
Oh,
because
nice.
I'm telling you, as soon as this captain spoke, I looked at Doug and I go, did you hear his tone of voice? We're not going anywhere because it was sheepish and it was like almost, I got to apologize to these people because this is not going to happen the way we expect it to today. And sure enough, 3 or 4 more announcements later, as he's giving us progress, we're going to try rebooting one more time here and see what happens. Just give it a whirl. And I'm like, let's just start solving our problems. So we booked ourselves on another flight. Then we had to go talk to
If you were flying Tampa to Atlanta,
Yes.
you're probably on a 35-year-old Boeing 757, is what I'm guessing.
I don't know.
All
You probably know. I'll take it from.
All right,
I'll take
go
your
ahead.
word on it.
Go ahead.
So then we book ourselves on Silver, And Silver has a direct, and Doug's like, I don't know why I didn't just book this to begin with.
Duh.
But he didn't.
I mean, if you're going to the Bahamas, yes.
Okay,
Duh.
so he didn't see the Silver that day, but we get onto that, but there's still another big problem.
What's the problem?
The big problem is
so how long? So your Delta flight was canceled?
that one was going to be like a 3-hour delay. They automatically rebooked us to another flight.
Okay.
We were getting those alerts because that's what they do.
Right.
And so we would have missed our connection in Atlanta.
To get to the
Bahamas.
Bahamas.
To the Bahamas, yes, on this rebooked flight.
Right.
Okay.
So then we went and we met this guy named Bob Goldwith. Doug says his name is Bob Horwitz.
Bobcat Goldthwait?
But I,
Our airplane's broken. Get off the plane.
Citizens on patrol.
oh, okay. Before we get to Bob, I do have to tell you. I forgot about something. As I was getting off the Delta plane, my coffee cup starts leaking a little bit, and it's like dribbling as I'm walking down the aisle.
Right.
And I started to point it out to one of the flight attendants. I said, "I'm sorry, this coffee cup is leaking." And then I said, "But you know what? I'd like to throw the coffee cup across this plane and douse it in coffee because that's how useful it is."
You said that?
Wait, what happened to Bobcat?
They're gonna ban you from Delta. You're gonna be labeled a disruptive passenger.
That is a threat.
No,
That's not like a threat.
No, but listen, this is my point. You're
going to end up on a list.
They're going to call airport police and have this lady threaten to throw coffee at my face.
I didn't say to throw it at her face. I said I might as well dump this whole cup of coffee all over this plane. This is what being part of this show. This is what happens to you because I just pictured Froggy dumping hot coffee into the hallway.
I don't try to get banned from airlines, Roxanne.
Wait, what happened to Bobcat Goldthwait?
Okay, we're gonna get to him. But she was so nice. Like she was like, "I don't blame you," and I sensed like total compassion. She's like, "You should." Like not like you literally should, but she was like cool about it. Just kind of got my little like, "Oh, this plane stinks if it can't go and take you anywhere." So then we start talking to Bob, and Bob was so incredibly helpful.
So Bob was a gate agent
Bob was a gate agent.
Tampa International for Delta.
Yes.
So that's what Bobcat Goldthwait is doing now, huh? Can I get you to call boarding group 1?
Boarding group 1.
What about people with special needs and
I can't really do Bobcat.
You don't know Bobcat at all.
I can't do it.
It was more of a scream into like a roar. Yeah.
I gotta watch Police Academy.
Yeah, come on. You gotta watch your old comics, man. All right. So the guy wasn't the former comic, right?
No,
Okay,
no, but he was. He listens to the MJ Morning Show.
Oh, very good.
So he was.
How does he know that you're really? Do he recognize you?
Oh, you're that Roxanne.
Oh, hold on. Did you name drop and say? So, did you just say Noah like my daughter? No. So how did you know?
Must have.
How did he know you were from the MJ Morning Show?
Because it's my ticketed name.
Oh, that's right. Your real name is Roxanne Wilder.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
the rest of my family has a different last name. So we're all these. It's my name and then 3 other family members. So I guess it's stuck
Okay,
out.
all right.
Yeah.
Doug's like, yeah, these are mine.
Yeah. And so then Bob was so helpful. He did something very special. Not only did he give us all the good credits
Hold
and
on,
everything.
after you threatened to throw coffee all over the airplane,
Not to Bob.
then they're nice to you?
They were nice even when I did that. That's why I love Delta and I love Tampa Gate agents. Right. Okay, even though that plane didn't go anywhere. So Bob did something very important that you think would be a basic thing, but it's so hard to do. He got our luggage off the plane.
Oh, wow.
Because you know what happens? It goes into this abyss. It goes into this place where, socks get lost in the drying machine.
Yeah, it's like the event horizon in a black hole.
Yes, because if we didn't get that luggage off, it might have been 2 days before we got it in the Bahamas because it would go from here to Atlanta, but who knows? Yeah. So he pulled it off.
Fly to Puerto Rico with that kid on Frontier.
Yeah, exactly. So we got that. The only problem, so we got to Bahamas pretty much on time. And the only problem, I sent you guys a video of this. While I was getting off the plane, deplaning, threatening to throw my coffee, my daughter put a smoothie that I bought her at the, like the strawberry banana smoothie. Okay.
Yeah.
She puts it in my bag with the cap off. So it's
Why did you let her take the cap off the drink? You don't let a 4-year-old take the cap off the drink.
Dexterity. She's got to learn how to do that stuff.
Why would you let her? You don't give a kid that age with a smoothie with no cap
I'm
on
trying
it?
to get my family to the Bahamas. I'm not
Oh,
worried
my
about
God.
what my kids put. Well,
What,
obviously,
your
it became
daughter
a problem.
threatened to throw the smoothie on the flight attendant as well?
I throw this all over the plane.
Yeah,
Well, maybe that was my karmic payback because it ruined my bag. It
Oh,
looked
my
like someone
God.
vomited all in my bag.
Oh, yeah.
I started like digging through it. I was looking for something. I was like, why is everything cold in here?
Oh, so
And then it was
the smoothie was all inside your
Yes.
carry-on bag? Oh,
Yes.
my God. That's. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
All right, so that was going.
That was going.
And then coming back. So
Yes.
you had all right, and then I've got a very serious question to ask. So then coming back from the Bahamas yesterday, you had another problem.
Is the Bahamas really worth it at this point?
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
I
You know
mean,
what?
you're-
To be honest, from Tampa Bay, the Bahamas is kind of a pain in the ass to get
It
to.
is. It is. The Silver Airlines doesn't fly there every day.
You could have
nonstop.
gone to Siesta Key, probably saved $2,000.
Also, that's an
Had a great
ATR
trip.
42. It's a prop, and
Yeah.
Listen, I've been on Silver once, and I like Silver.
I like Silver.
I had a very good experience on Silver flying over to see my parents in Fort Lauderdale, I think, is when I was on Silver. I had a very good experience on Silver Air. It was a newer ATR 42. All right, so what happened coming back?
So coming back, we go get on our flight. I talked to you guys yesterday morning. It was leaving 11:30, the Bahamas, going to Miami. It sat on the runway for 2 hours.
What airline?
American.
So this is okay. So so
Yes.
then coming back, you're trying to do Bahamas to Miami
And Miami to Tampa.
on American.
Yes.
All right.
And of course, I mean, we had like an hour and a half in between, but an hour and a half wasn't the 2 hour delay. Didn't cover that. So we miss our flight to Tampa. I can't even tell you how rude these people are when you try the American airline attendants, gate agents down there. You get off and I'm like, hi, so what are we supposed to do now?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
we are.
Listen, stop.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, the difference between a friendly Delta gate agent like Bobcat Goldthwait
Yeah.
or Jim Sajak, for instance, at Delta locally, the difference between those guys up here and American Airlines gate agents in Miami.
Are we making up names now?
What?
You mean you with Sajak, her with Goldthwait? What was
No.
Scott Euchre?
I mean, Tim.
No, I'm using real names here.
I mean, Tim Trebek, who helped me. I don't.
No, Jim Zajac is a longtime Delta guy here in Tampa. I see him all the time.
His daughter Maggie's hot.
Stop. Anyway, so the difference between the gate agents in Tampa and, man, they are rude bastards down in Miami. They'll spit in your face.
Yes, it was, and they're so rude. Like this one guy, I was like, "Hey, so where do we go to get?" Because they rebooked us on a flight out of Miami at 4:45 today.
Oh, hold on. So you missed your connecting flight in Miami, and they were going to book you on a flight today at 4:45?
Yes. At
Oh, my
4:45. So
God.
we had to stay in Miami if we want to, do it on their time. What is it? One of the, Fleabag motels next. I don't know. So I wasn't. Not happening.
Okay.
So we ended up renting a car, but they're so rude to you.
Holy crap! You guys drove 5 hours from Miami?
Yes.
Oh wow!
Just to make it into this morning show today.
Because that's how responsible I am. And
Oh,
just
my gosh.
how badly I wanted to go.
All right, so you got it on both ends.
Both ends. But the difference is like if you just have some compassion when you're dealing with someone in their airline issues.
Screw you! You take
versus-
that job. How
All
many
right.
miserable
how
people? How many miserable people do you think that gate agency sees?
How can they do it in Tampa with a smile on their face and Miami? No.
Yeah, well,
Explain
it's,
that.
it's a
Edibles.
whole different universe down there. And
Edibles.
I hate.
That's how.
I hate the Miami airport. That's number one. I try to avoid that airport at all costs. Now, this brings up, before I move on to something else, this brings up a very important point. It seems that you have trouble half the time going to the Bahamas. So, did you hang out with Derek Jeter?
Oh,
And
this is just a Roxanne Wilder family exclusive.
Do you guys stay at a hotel or do you have a house there?
Well, we stayed at a hotel, but it's kind of funny. You know how we always joke that Doug has another family there? He would leave
the Jeters.
every morning at 6 a.m. to go golfing.
Was Derek Jeter, listen to me, were the Jeters there while you were there?
No.
Does Doug know there's other places than the Bahamas?
I mean,
Because I want to know if Doug is such a good best buddy of Derek Jeter childhood buddies all the way back to Kalamazoo, Michigan. Why doesn't Derek Jeter offer to send the private jet for you guys?
You are so silly. But I told you,
Why
this
am
is a
I
Roxanne
why am I
Wilder
silly?
exclusive. This is just a family vacation. It's just our
But what is it with the
personal family
Bahamas?
vacation.
Why does it's like a kid that will only eat Kraft macaroni and cheese
And chicken nuggets.
No, we're only going to the Bahamas.
or Dino Nuggets from Tyson.
Hey.
I mean, what?
Okay, we'll just go to the Bahamas.
Creature of habit. But he did leave every morning, and it was still dark out, and I wouldn't like go and check the time to see if it was really 6 a.m. Maybe he's leaving in the middle of the night to go see his Bahamian family.
No, he's going to have some fun with some beer girl.
Some tub girl.
In the beer cart.
Works at Carlos and Charlie's.
That's what's going on there.
Oh, that's Mexico.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Hold on. What's that, Andrew?
Got a bad accident on 275 southbound.
Yeah, if you're going southbound 275, you are screwed through Tampa right now.
Where exactly is the wreck?
It's just past downtown.
East, is it northbound or southbound?
It is southbound between Howard and Armenia.
All right, so southbound heading towards St. Pete, southbound 275. I'm looking at one of the traffic cams. Looks like there's a vehicle on its side over in the median.
Yeah, one lane's getting by southbound.
Oh, is that is it another rock hauler? Is it another like dump truck or something?
It looks like some kind of trailer. I really can't see
what
that.
is that?
Looks like a pickup truck towing a trailer.
Oh my God, that's Pete. All right, so there are multiple vehicles involved here. It looks like. Hold on, Andrew, grab a mic.
Come on over, Andrew.
Looks like the manure truck from Back to the Future.
Explain what's going on here, Andrew.
It appears that southbound 275, Howard Armenia, as Fester already pointed out. Where did the other video page go?
Man, you're no Pat George.
Okay.
Hold on, I got it.
Go ahead. Somebody speak.
What's happening? There's a big accident southbound 275 Howard Armenia. It's backed all the way up. You're screwed if you're going southbound. One lane's getting by.
Okay, so they have one lane all the way to the right. One lane. Yeah, it looks like, is that multiple vehicle? Looks like a truck is on its side, a car's on its side. And
Is that the front of a rig?
Maybe something separated. I don't know. But it looks like a mess. 275 southbound, just past downtown, near Armenia. And one lane is getting by to the far, far right. So start moving to the far right. And if you can, just get off. If you're like backed up, like past Malfunction Junction on 270, just get off.
Yeah.
And, figure out how to navigate through and, get back on. Somewhere else, like maybe, I don't know, Dale Mabry or something, or somewhere. Because that's a Himes. Because that's a freaking mess.
So it's backing everything up on I-4. It's backing everything up on southbound 275 north of the junction.
Moving along here, man. Speaking of airplane stuff, this is terrible. Why is this just coming out now? A man who breached security at Salt Lake City International Airport on New Year's Day was found dead inside the engine of a Delta plane waiting to take off with 100 people on board.
New Year's Day was like 2 days ago. It's pretty good news.
This story just came out yesterday.
Right. That's how news works. It happens on one day and it comes out the next day.
Your face.
Why is this? I mean, the way you say it, I thought he was like in there for Thanksgiving cooking like a turkey.
No. If something like this happens, a guy gets sucked into a jet engine after running through a security door and jumping onto the runway. I mean, that would typically come out same day.
I don't know. It's Salt Lake City.
Listen to this. Kyler Effinger, 30 years old, was discovered partially inside a wing-mounted engine of this Delta aircraft after the manager of an airport store reported a disturbance involving a passenger on the secure side of the terminal just before 10 p.m. Before airport police could reach him, Effinger, a Park City resident who had a boarding pass for a flight to Denver, somehow got through the emergency exit door, ran onto the airfield, and threw himself into the jet engine. What the hell?
That's hardcore.
My God. Well, the plane is like getting ready to take off.
His name's Effin Jerk.
E-F-I... Effinger. It's E-F-I. It's E-F-I-N-G-E-R.
Well, let's change it.
Effin dead.
My God. So, Airbus A220. What the hell?
Effing jerk.
Anyway, I don't know if he was like totally sucked in. He was found unconscious inside the engine. I mean, if you're in the engine, man, I got to believe that the fan blades were not too kind to you.
He took off half his head?
Yeah, he's unconscious because he doesn't have a head.
Anyway, he was found unconscious inside one of the engines.
Where does effing head go?
No. Where does head go?
Oh, you got to make sure I'm on the right page for the sound effect.
Come on, man. You got to be quick.
All right, go on.
Go ahead, Fez. Do it.
Where does effing head go?
So I don't know if this was a total ingestion, but he was found unconscious inside one of the engines it was a Delta Airbus 220.
A total ingestion of the engine would have turned him into soup.
He had run up to the plane, crawled into the aircraft engine. Listen, one report says the engine was not yet running. Other reports said that he was all I know is the guy jumped into the engine and is dead. So I don't know.
It's usually how it goes.
So I don't know whether the engine was running or not running. One report says the engine was off. Another report says that he was sucked into the engine. I don't know. Anyway, the guy's expired.
So many horrific plane stories in a row.
Does he get a refund for his flight to Denver that he didn't make?
Okay, so not a refund, but a credit, and he gets the points.
A Delta E credit? No,
Yeah.
if you don't fly the segment, you don't get the points.
I'll just make it.
How could he get the points? He'd be dead.
I mean, it's all a joke. Wow, how would he use the credit? I mean, come on, it's all a joke. I mean, it's not too many places you can go with dead guy in an airplane engine, but I'm trying here, people.
I am pretty ticked off at Amazon.
You said that earlier. What happened?
Well, listen, this is not like a personal thing that happened to me. It's not like Amazon, screwed up a delivery or something. But the news that Amazon Prime Video is going to start showing ads next month. And if you're a Prime member and you want an ad-free experience, they're going to suck another $2.99 a month out of your wallet. Really? Oh, Jeff Bezos really needs another $2.99 out of me a month? Really?
Oh, that adds up.
Come on. That
He's looking
sucks.
at another boat, another yacht.
Come on, exactly. Yeah, Amazon will begin playing advertisements in movies and TV shows on the Prime Video streaming service in January this month. Yeah, an email went out to subscribers. Customers will be offered an ad-free alternative if they want to cough up an additional $2.99 a month. Yeah. Listen to this. This will allow us to continue investing in compelling content and keep increasing that investment over a long period of time. Now, give me a break. You're already making enough freaking money. Well, I think Amazon might show a loss occasionally or whatever the story is.
I mean, yeah.
But still, really? You need, what is Amazon Prime now? What are we paying? Like $120? It used to be $99 a year. And aren't we paying $129 a year? Or is it, what is it?
I think it's $139 now. It's $14.99 a month or $139.
Hold on. How much will Prime Video with ads cost? The price of Prime Video with ads will be exactly what Amazon Prime members are paying right now, $14.99 a month or $139 a year. That price includes all other Prime benefits such as free shipping. But if you want an ad-free experience, so Prime Video with ads, that's your $139 a year. If you want ad-free, you got to pay $139 a year plus an additional $2.99 a month. All right. Come on, that's pissing me off. Really? You know what? I also saw that people are continuing to cancel streaming services left and right.
I mean, how many streaming services do you really use?
I use like one.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually, I just started Sopranos again last night, so I'm using HBO Max.
Okay, but it's really sporadic when I get into my HBO Max. Either I'll watch something and binge it, or not watch the app for a month at a time.
You know, we have Showtime, and then Showtime Anytime, they turn that off. And now to get Showtime, you have to be a subscriber of
Max.
No, it's not. It's something. What is it? Well, guys, Google it.
Showtime
Google
matches
it.
with Cinemax? No. Showtime.
No.
What does it match
All right,
with?
guys, all right, just type in where to watch Showtime anytime now. It moved to like Paramount Plus or something, I think. That's so you got to pay for Paramount Plus to get Showtime anytime now. So I'm just going to cancel my Showtime.
Showtime.com.
Because I have HBO. I have HBO and Showtime is what I have on my cable package.
Okay.
Yep, Paramount Plus.
It's Paramount Plus. So now you got to pay for Paramount Plus to get Showtime on demand. I'm just going to cancel my freaking Showtime. Heck, anyway, I'm so pissed. Amazon gotta try to drag another $2.99 a month out of us. So when we want to watch the free Prime Video offerings, we can watch them with commercials or give them another $3 a month to get with no commercial. Yes.
Very special good morning to Kyle, my favorite listener, who lets me mooch off of his Paramount Plus account and his HBO Max account. Thank you, Kyle.
Dude, I hope you get busted for that.
Well, what are they going to do? Send me to streaming jail? Ooh. If anybody else has any streaming services they have an open slot on, give me a text.
Hey, I have a must-hear story regarding TikTok. I have another TikTok warning. It's going to happen at 9:10 this morning. It's our 9:10 must-hear story. So make sure you're with us at 9:10 this morning for another TikTok warning that just developed. And this is odd. Why? I don't trust. Listen, TikTok is a Chinese spy operation, folks, with all that data going to the Chinese Communist government. And get sucked on in this TikTok crap, folks. I'm not. I don't have an account. I don't want an account. And I got a new TikTok warning coming up in just a bit here on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, we are also coming up on the busiest day for dating apps. Yeah, I didn't know this was a thing, but the first Sunday in January apparently is the busiest day of the year for online dating apps, according to Tinder, an online, well, are they a dating app or more of a hookup, a wham bam, thank you ma'am app?
Tinder's the hookup one, right?
Yeah, well, I think there are numerous ones out there. I've been at that game for, 30 years. So
You've never been in the online dating game.
You're right, but no, I've been out of the dating game in general. But there was no online, crap back then. I don't know how would I survive in like an online dating world if suddenly I found myself single.
You would need a lot of filters.
If Michelle canned my ass and walked out on me, I mean, would I be on Tinder and would I be swiping left and right and up and down? And,
yeah.
You'd be sharing all your great IG content with your prospective suitors.
Yeah. So this Sunday, January 7th, it is expected on Tinder for 519 bios and 2,263 photos to be added every minute on Tinder. For whatever reason, this Sunday, they call it Dating Sunday. And they've compiled the data over the years that it's the busiest day on Tinder, and therefore, I guess they're extrapolating the fact that it's the busiest day on dating apps in general this Sunday. I heard that people were kind of walking away from dating apps. Remember, we've talked about this over the last, maybe last year, certainly last 6-8 months. I thought we've had numerous little items or stories that, like the dating apps, the online dating stuff was kind of cooling down a bit.
Yeah, people are still trying to meet each other online, but maybe they're doing it less through dating apps and more through friends of friends on Facebook accounts or IG accounts. They're trying to meet people who their online friends know rather than some random on the online dating accounts.
That could be pretty creepy. I mean, what if you are the only friend they have in common and then you're the topic of conversation half the first date?
Hey,
interesting combo.
Speaking of creepy, are you guys having your own show over here?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
I actually psst Roxanne on the air so I can make a mocking comment.
Speaking of creepy, that Jeffrey Epstein list is set to come out.
Am I disproportionately excited for this whole list to come out? I want to see all the names.
Who are the newly revealed Jeffrey Epstein associates? What names are going to be on the list? Like folks that were on his Lolita Express airplane, down to his, private island. Who stayed at his private, what do they call that thing? Pedophile Island.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Pedo Island. It's really catchy.
It's Pedo Island.
Okay, he didn't call it that. He didn't say
It was Epstein Island, right?
Hey, Froggy, how about you come to my pedo island?
Well, there's a reason why I'm bringing up Jeffrey Epstein, because, listen, you still see all those little memes. Jeffrey Epstein didn't hang himself, in that federal prison cell up in Manhattan, which I believe he did. If you tie a bed sheet around your neck and you cannonball off of the upper deck of that bunk bed, and he had a bone fracture in his neck, which is common. If you read the forensics on that type of injury, the bone break he had is common in men that try to hang themselves. In men over a certain age. And
says one online source. Then you can find another that's not the case.
But he has a secret list that might contain 2 former U.S. presidents. He's getting whacked.
Well, dude, come on. I don't believe that Jeffrey Epstein was whacked in prison.
I do.
I believe
the prison guards just happened to be away from their post for 45 minutes.
Who's on board with Jeffrey Epstein didn't hang himself?
I am.
Fester, how about you, Roxanne?
Didn't hang himself?
He
did not. He did
was
not.
Killed.
That's what I'm saying.
He was killed.
All right, so Fester, Roxanne, Froggy, where are you?
Oh, please. You know how I roll with conspiracies.
Yeah. I completely buy into this conspiracy.
All three of you guys think that Jeffrey Epstein was offed in prison up in New York.
Of course.
In the detention cell.
No
What
question.
presidents are you talking about? Clinton and another one?
Aren't there a lot of photos of Epstein and Trump in New York?
Yeah. So, well, here's the deal. And, the question is, the list, a federal judge has cleared the way for the list of Jeffrey Epstein associates, this highly coveted list, for this list to finally be revealed. ABC News is saying most of the prominent names that appear in the documents are already associated in some way with Epstein for allegations of wrongdoing, having worked with Epstein, blah, 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 flown on planes, visited his homes, went to Pedo Island, whatever. But new report details how Epstein referenced his famous associates as part of his efforts to groom victims. But some of the names that are associated with Epstein, and they're not all men. Some of the names that, for instance, are being bandied about, Vera Wang, the designer, the famous clothing designer, Vera Wang.
If your last name is Wang, you're getting invited to an Epstein party.
Let's invite Ms. Wang.
We got Andy Dick on the island, too?
Lots of Wang on Pedo Island. All right. So,
hey, Wang, it's a parking lot.
Hey, Wang, what's with the pictures? It's a parking lot. Hey, Vera Wang.
Hey, stop taking pictures for us, Pedo Island.
So Vera Wang associated, Naomi Campbell. The Wall Street Journal reports that the model's name was in Epstein's schedules after 2008.
We heard that one before.
Robert Kennedy Jr.
This can't help the campaign.
Well, he's a presidential candidate. he's
a little out there.
Kind of a kook. So Robert Kennedy Jr. Allegedly on the list. Sergey Brin, a Google co-founder, is being mentioned. According to court filings, Epstein advised Brin from 04 to 07. Bill Gates. Bill Gates' name has been mentioned many times in association. William Burns, former CIA director. You also have Bill Clinton. You've got Trump. These are all names that have been, and Peter Thiel, another name that's out there, Leon Black. Anyway, so, the list of Prince Andrew also.
Randy.
All right, so.
Yeah, so.
Are they saying that every guy that was on this plane couldn't he just be hanging out with rich and powerful people and only be exposing this kind of lifestyle that was awful to only a fraction of them or none of them?
So who knows? And, what is the list going to exposed or their names that we haven't yet seen. Hey, and you know about the whole Jimmy Kimmel dust up, right?
Yeah, and Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, a lawsuit.
Well,
With threatening.
did you see what Jimmy Kimmel wrote on Twitter or now X? Did you? Man, this is ugly.
What's the matter with Aaron Rodgers?
I
That
don't
guy
know.
fell off the deep end.
So apparently there's a beef between Aaron Rodgers
Oh, and the vaccines
and Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, there is. That's true. There's a whole beef between Jimmy Kimmel, who spent time here at Q105, and he's a punk. And,
I don't like him.
Well, well, hang on. Jimmy Kimmel disparages Tampa Bay
Yeah.
whenever he can.
He absolutely does.
Jimmy Kimmel,
Who cares?
he bashes our hometown
He
here.
did not have a good experience the time he lived in Tampa. It's okay.
Keep it to yourself.
Keep it okay.
No, so he had a bad experience working at Q105 back in the late 80s, early 90s.
It's like the first day he was here, his house got broken into. The second day he got carjacked. I mean, he had a really rough time in Tampa.
All right, so he hates Tampa Bay.
He just thinks he's too cool now.
Yeah, now he's just too. Anyway,
He is.
so Aaron Rodgers is on a podcast. He's on
Pat McAfee show.
Yep, he's on the Pat McAfee show.
That's a good show.
Yeah, it's more than a podcast. It's an empire.
All right, so it's a pretty big deal. So Aaron Rodgers is on, and Aaron Rodgers points the finger that Jimmy Kimmel is on the Jeffrey Epstein list.
And you hear Pat kind of back it down and
Yeah.
kind of, all right. And Pat's pretty out there, but Aaron is all up in these conspiracy theories, and he's,
Oh, but Jimmy Kimmel freaks out. All right, here's the audio.
This has something to do with the Epstein list that came out.
Feels like
That's supposed to be coming out soon.
Look, this guy's been waiting in his wine cellar.
Yeah.
I've been waiting in my wine cellar for this thing.
A lot of people, including Jimmy Kimmel, are really hoping that doesn't.
All right.
Oh man! So he's like,
What's the matter with him?
Talk about the list, and he's saying Aaron Rodgers saying a lot of people Jimmy Kimmel hoping this list doesn't come out, implying that Jimmy Kimmel was on the Lolita pedo plane and then on Pedo Island. Listen, even though I'm not a Jimmy Kimmel fan, there's nothing to substantiate
I don't see him as that type.
what Aaron Rodgers is saying here.
The two of these guys have a beef, and he jokingly associated his quote-unquote viral enemy's name into this whole thing.
All right, listen.
All right. Obviously, a clip from this particular program was run on Jimmy Kimmel's show whenever Aaron brought up the list, and then Jimmy mocked him for it. Aaron has not forgotten about that, but here we are sitting right in front of that nice bottle of scotch. What do you say? I'm waiting to celebrate something.
Oh, yeah. Something
He's been waiting
That's
for
the one.
Anyway, so Jimmy Kimmel freaks out because of what he said.
A lot of people, including Jimmy Kimmel, are really hoping that doesn't.
All right. So Jimmy Kimmel goes on X, formerly Twitter, and writes this yesterday. Dear a-hole. And he actually wrote out the word. For the record.
No, he used 2 A's with it. I think that's funny.
Oh,
his name is A. He goes A-hole.
For Aaron. That's right. I'm looking at it. So for A-A-R-O-N, for Aaron, he did So dear a-hole, for the record, I've never met, flown with, visited, or had any contact whatsoever with Epstein. Nor will you find my name on any list other than the clearly phony nonsense that soft-brained wackos like yourself can't seem to distinguish from reality. And then goes into about his reckless behavior, and then threatens to take him to court. I'll finish it up here. Your reckless words put my family in danger. Keep it up, and we will debate the facts further in court at Aaron Rodgers 12. That's what Jimmy Kimmel tweeted out
Those
there.
are fighting words.
Wow.
Sort of shows he's kind of innocent, I guess.
I mean,
fight back like that,
or super defensive.
I'll tell you what seems to be in the cards. Know what that is?
The people's court.
Here come the litigants entering the courtroom.
Taking on Judge Steve Harvey.
I mean, listen, it's one thing to take shots at a guy you're not crazy about, but then to associate him with the kind of things that
The
Epstein's
pedophile. I mean, come on.
I mean, okay, now you're really looking for trouble.
I think he's doing a little too much ayahuasca in Peru. Whatever he does.
And I'm not a huge fan of Kimmel, but that's... You think that most people took Aaron Rodgers to be joking around by naming Jimmy Kimmel not happy about the Epstein list coming out?
A lot of people also associate Kimmel with like being one of the...
Hey, Jimmy, don't take it into your own hands. You take him to court. Dun, 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 dun. What were you saying, Fester?
I mean, a lot of people associate Kimmel with kind of like being the leader of like the left media movement, right bashing side. So, a lot of people have beef with him, but still, Aaron might be wrong on this one.
What time is it? 8:44. All right, let me end our 1 hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ, and we're right at it right now. Man, I got a lot of stuff which we got to get to. I've got the 9:10 must-hear story coming up in just a bit. And the 9:10 story is another TikTok warning. You got to be listening to us at 9:10. Coming up in about, 25 minutes. Not every day I do a 9:10 must-hear story of the day, and today I've got a brand new TikTok warning. Also, injuries from electronic products. And there's a clear number one on the list, but there's a number two that's trying to catch up. And I am actually a victim of this particular injury from this particular item that we all have and we all use every day incessantly. So I'm gonna let you in. I did something stupid a couple of months ago, so I was a victim of what people are warned not to do. And listen, I'll be a little self-deprecating. I'll fill you in on this next in just a matter of moments. And also, Wanda Franco update. They finally found him in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, he's been missing for a little while.
Yeah, so Dominican police were searching for him, and they went into the house. He was on the run for like a couple of days. Man, this whole Wanda Franco deal. Are the Rays still paying him, or did they suspend the money?
I think they suspended the money.
Jeez, what a
I'm not
mess.
sure, but I think so.
What an absolute mess. All right, so there's an update on that. Man, I'm just looking at we have a lot of stuff to get to in the next segment. And don't forget, folks, $20,000 in cash. We'll give it away next week here on the MJ Morning Show. This is huge. This is massive. Starting on Monday at 6 a.m., the 6 a.m. hour will give away the first $1,000. So we've got $20,000 thanks to the Kemp Law Group. We're giving away $20,000, $1,000 a pop, every hour, every day next week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. In the 6, 7, 8, and 9 o'clock hours, it's $4,000 a day times 5. It's $20,000. And if you didn't see the video that I shot yesterday, you want to see what $20,000 in $1 bills looks like? I went to the bank and I got $20,000 in ones to shoot a little promo video. And you can see the video. It's on my Instagram right now. And I'm spinning it around. We put the stacks of $1 bills, $20,000, on the Lazy Susan in my kitchen. And I'm spinning it around. The video is on my Instagram right now at Certified MJ Radio. If you want to know what $20,000 in $1 bill, it's like stripper heaven over there at my place. Michelle was like, climbing up a pole for me yesterday. I was throwing $1 bills. So the video is on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. That's Froggy. Where are you walking? It was still on the air.
I gotta pee so bad.
What?
I gotta go to the bathroom so bad.
I mean,
walk it out on me.
Up.
All right, go.
You're really
Just
stretching
go.
out this ending.
Let's go.
Anyway, so we're giving away $20,000 next week. Make sure you're listening. Make sure you spread the word and check out the video. It's on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. 848. Let's talk Veterans Ford here. So, Fester, you're saying that I misspoke?
A little bit.
What'd I say?
Well, going into the Hall & Oates song,
Yeah.
You Make My Dreams Come True, you said, do these guys still want to kill themselves? And I just wanted to clarify, they do not want to kill themselves.
Yeah, they want to kill each other.
They want to kill each other. Right.
So, are you sure I misspoke?
I'm pretty sure.
Like, are you 100% sure? Or... Hey, Andrew, can you roll that back? Andrew, can you roll back the intro that I just did? The intro of the song, because Fester, clearly I meant to say that Hall & Oates, they want to kill each other.
I don't want you to think Daryl Hall sitting at his house with a noose around his neck or anything.
No, they want to kill each other.
Yes.
Hey. What is this?
You asked for the intro again.
No. I need to hear what was on the. I need to hear what was on the air. Can you roll that back? That's going to take them a couple of minutes now.
Yeah, okay. But listen, Hall & Oates are still feuding.
Yeah, they hate each other now. Yeah, they want to kill each other, and if I said they want to kill themselves, that's not what I meant. They want to kill each other.
Yeah,
they hate each other. I mean, when did that thing go bad?
And we talked about Wander Franco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll get into Wander Franco in just a minute.
According to the Google, he's still getting paid by the Rays.
Oh,
and
wow.
at the end of last year, he received the remainder of his $2 million salary.
Holy!
So
wait a minute, I thought he's got like a $500 million deal or whatever his deal is. What's his total comp?
I don't know, but it says Wander Franco in December 18th, according to the Tampa Bay Times, he received the remainder of his $2 million salary, and then he says he's ineligible to play. However, he's still being paid, and he accrues service time.
Oh man, that's gotta suck. That's gotta really pain the Rays. Wander Franco will probably never play in Major League Baseball again. And the Rays, what was his total deal? I thought it was like I think it was like $180 million or something. And it wasn't he was signed to one number, then wasn't there like an extension for another ridiculous amount of money? Wow, that's gotta suck. The guy is like accused of hanging out with underage girls and doing stuff, and the Rays still are paying him.
Everything's an accusation. He has not been found at fault for anything.
Listen, innocent until proven guilty.
But that's why he's still getting paid. It's only an accusation
in a court of law,
right? In a Dominican court of law. So good luck with that, Wander.
Well, I guess we'll get into Wander here quickly. It's only going to take a second. So he was on the run, or they couldn't find him. There was like a warrant out for his arrest. Dominican police were looking all over for him, and they finally found him. But the interesting thing here is they've also arrested the mother of one of the underage girls, which is kind of... Listen to this. Hold on.
Hey,
hold on. Why you play that again?
It's such a good song.
Andrew, turn your mic on. What are you doing?
Sorry, I bumped my keyboard.
Oh, you bumped your keyboard? It's playing the
I went to write something down that you were talking about, and I hit the keyboard.
Okay, all right. We'll give you a little mistake. No problem.
It happened.
All right, so, he does have the intro. We'll get to that in a second. So, Diario Libre, I guess that's one of the newspapers there, confirmed that Franco had been detained. So Wander Franco is now officially detained by Dominican authorities. And it says that authorities also detained the mother of the minor who initially made the complaint, according to reports. What Franco is charged with was not initially clear, but it is reported that Franco is scheduled to be arraigned today and that prosecutors plan to ask him to remain jailed without bail as the process continues.
This could be a long process, too. His total compensation package, MJ, $182 million in an 11-year contract.
Right, but a $182 million contract started in 2022, so it's fresh meat here. Well, I just had a bad joke, but I'm not going to say it.
That's not the way to go.
So, no, it's not. But 182, Roxanne's laughing over there. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
All right, you got your sick, twisted mind over there.
It's a fairly new contract for the Rays.
But I thought that after, with the 11-year deal in, 2033, I thought there was, another multi-$100 million deal that was, it was going to roll into that or something to that effect. Anyway, what a bizarre story. And the Rays still paying him? That is nuts.
Well, I was wrong about that, but that's just crazy.
Wow. All right. So, Andrew, back to Hall & Oates. Fester thinks I said something wrong, and if I did, I will take 100% credit for my mistake. All right, roll the intro, because we played Hall & Oates coming out of the commercial break. And I said something like, hey, do these guys still hate each other? They want to, I wanted to say, do they still want to kill each other? But Fester says I misspoke. All right, roll it, Andrew. Go.
These guys still want to kill themselves, Hall & Oates?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess I did misspeak.
But, I guess there is some truth in that. Kill themselves. Hall & Oates is the band, and by killing one, they would be killing themselves.
Yeah, that's what I meant right there. Exactly.
Yeah, let's go with Roxanne logic.
See, I didn't make a mistake.
Way to go.
Yeah, that's exactly it right there. Hey, there's a rumor circulating on social media, and it's false, at least in this country.
Why are you talking like that?
I'm trying to enunciate. I'm trying to deliberately, obnoxiously set the tone.
Okay.
All right. There is a social media post that's rolling around, and it tells people that if you cannot call 911 to speak to an operator, that you just push 999 and then press 55 if you're unable to speak. No. That does not work. It's bad information. That works in the UK. Yeah. In the United States, it's 911 for emergency services. In the UK, it's 999. And then if you can't speak, you're supposed to push 55. But there's a social media post on various platforms going around saying, hey, if you're not able to speak to 911, you do this. You call 999. No.
That automatically connects you to phone sex.
Yeah, exactly. So
does it really?
Exactly.
How
do you know,
You
Roxanne?
agreed so quickly.
Yeah. Something you want to tell us?
No, but I mean, imagine if it did. Imagine if that's that was
so
the whole ruse to get people to start calling. Does that even exist anymore? I don't think it does.
What?
Phone sex?
I have no idea. So 999 works in the UK, and you can press 55, and they call it a silent call for help. But that does not work in the United States. So if you see this on social media, discount it. You can, but remember it if you're in the UK and you need emergency services. Then you can actually use it. All right. So I teased this before the break. I teased that there's a list of technological injuries. So pieces of technology, electronics that are causing injuries to people. And
are we talking long-term use or just immediate injury?
No, it's more immediate stuff.
Okay.
All right. And number one on the list, televisions. Currently, televisions are responsible for about 30% of technology-related injuries. And for the most part, because the TVs are so big and heavy these days, that most of the injuries are coming from lifting the heavy television sets, strains, back pulls, sprains, lower back problems. That's the number one category for injuries due to technology. It's like throwing out your back or hurting yourself lifting a TV set. Now, here's why I'm bringing this up. That's not why I'm bringing this up. That's number one. But number two, and gaining, phone injuries. Phone injuries are now accounting for about 23% of tech injuries in the United States of America. And the bulk of it is texting while walking, on your phone, not paying attention, and people are hurting themselves. Walking into stuff, general pain, contusions, bruises, cuts on the face, the head. There's an incident where somebody walked into a light pole while texting. You've got people that are on phones and they're distracted driving. So I know you guys will call me a moron here, but I don't know, maybe 8 months ago, 9 months ago, I was walking the dogs.
Right.
And I had some important business crap hit my text, and I'm texting while I'm walking the dogs. And you're saying, well, how can you text if you're walking the dogs and you get the leash? Well, you ever see the waistband leashes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I walk my dogs, I don't have to hold the leashes. I put the strap around my waist. Got a strap on.
That's right.
What are you laughing at, Roxanne?
What a dork.
What are you laughing at?
Nothing. Just kidding. I'm actually
are you
laughing.
laughing?
I'm laughing at the visual of you with your strap on, walking your dogs, and like they're dragging you, and it's just a funny.
All right, so I got the leash thing. It's the belt around you, and then the dogs. I got one leash for Gatsby. I've got one leash for Scout, and it's all tied around my waist. So I'm walking the dogs, and it was actually like dusk. It was like dark, and I got a important text coming in. I got to respond back, and I'm texting. And I'm walking on a very quiet street into a cul-de-sac area. So it's not like I got cars coming at me. I'm in the cul-de-sac. And I walked right into a mailbox.
Come on, man.
What a dope.
Oh no! Like one of those big stone mailboxes, or
Like you hit your chest
a
on
sharp.
it? Oh, no, you
like-
must have hit the top of your head on it, right?
No, I hit my wrist.
Oh.
Walked into it, and actually I like cut the top of my hand, you know? It wasn't, listen, it wasn't bad.
You got a lawsuit
but,
in your hand.
But actually, I know whose mailbox I walked into. And I...
Just for the video of it? Maybe have home security?
Now, it happens that the guy's mailbox I walked into is a lawyer.
Great.
Yeah. So I didn't damage the mailbox. I just cut my hand. Listen, it was my fault, though. I wasn't paying attention. And listen, I'm admitting that I'm the victim of a technological injury, texting and walking, and you shouldn't do it.
All right,
Listen, I didn't really hurt myself. It was just a minor little scratch or a cut.
I'm watching a YouTube compilation video of people injuring themselves while walking and texting, stepping off of subway platforms, and falling down flights of stairs.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of injuries, man. You got to be super careful. You can't do that.
We have a friend who has a loft with a closet, and inside the closet there are Barbies. So my kids like to go up there and play with their Barbies when we go to their house.
Yep.
And the entryway is low. Not once, not twice, 3 times I banged my head staring at my phone walking into that closet.
Look at that. You're a victim of a technology injury as well. Phone related.
Took me 3 times to learn.
9:12 at the MJ Morning Show. Now time for the 9:10 must-hear story. All right, I'm running a little late here, but you gotta process this, folks. I am not a TikTok fan. I do not have TikTok on my phone. I told my kids no TikTok on their phones. I try to check periodically. Listen, Chloe's an adult. She's 22, but listen, she's still under my roof, right? Do you subscribe to that? If you're still under my roof, you play by my rules.
I mean, she's only here for a couple of months. I mean, she's been out for a while, Dad.
Yeah, but listen, I'm paying for the phone for both kids. I don't want TikTok on their phones. TikTok is a Chinese spy operation. The Chinese Communist government has access to all of your TikTok data. And here is the new warning. So this even, heightens up the concern, which is worthy of a... So, why is TikTok making users give their iPhone passwords? What's going on here? What nefarious thing is happening?
That's weird.
Yep. TikTok users are frightened and confused as to why the viral video app is supposedly demanding they input their iPhone password to view content. Even more concerning, experts say the reasons why TikTok, which had reportedly been caught red-handed spying on journalists in the past, remains unclear. So what is the reason here? TikTok doesn't themselves explicitly state why. According to an article from the industry expert publication Data Economy, the highly worrisome issue was reportedly first observed in late November and saw several more users around sound the alarm throughout December. Also around this time frame that Apple released 2 urgent security updates for iPhone and other product users. More recent iOS updates, which rolled out December 11th, patched a bug that allowed access to sensitive user data. Why the hell would TikTok need people to enter their iPhone password? What, the Chinese Communist government, they want what? They want your iPhone password now?
And think about why they would need that, because I know you need the password, obviously, to get into your phone, but then there are other applications on your phone that sometimes it will ask you for your passcode if it's like more sensitive data on your phone.
Yeah, but typically that is phone related. Why would an app need the password for your device? That does not make any freaking sense at all. You know, hey, listen, I'll go to phones here. I don't know if we'll get any response, but I'll try. Anybody listening, and if you're, for whatever reason, on TikTok, which you shouldn't be, you ought to erase that damn thing. Use Instagram Reels. I mean, it's the same crap.
And same videos.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times, you see all kinds of TikTok crap is posted on Instagram. And, vice versa. All right, if anyone listening had this issue, if you're on TikTok and you're on an iPhone, did TikTok ask for your iPhone password in the last, 30 days or so? 800-990-1047. That's 800-990-1047. Like to speak to anyone listening that was prompted to give TikTok your iPhone password. Why the hell would they need this? If it happened to you, did you do it? Did you say just roll over and say, okay, here, TikTok, have my iPhone password?
How would they know if you're entering the right digits?
All right, 800-990-1047. If you'd like to shed some light on this, if you had this happen to you, or maybe, I don't know, maybe people would be too embarrassed to call in. I'm not going to give you a hard time. Well, I might encourage you to, remove TikTok from your phone, erase the app. But I want to know, why would they need this? All right, phones are ringing. See what happens. Andrew's screening right now. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. So we'll see what's going on. All right, Andrew, let me know what you got. Got multiple lines ringing. Should I just start picking up calls or wait for Andrew to screen?
I don't think we're going to get 100 calls on it. Just go through them.
No, I don't think we're going to get 100. Andrew, can I, he's already answered 3 calls here.
Okay.
What are they? I mean, we're not giving away the 20 grand yet. That happens next week. What are they calling for? All right, Samantha. Let me grab Samantha in Lithia. Samantha, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi, Samantha.
How are you?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Hi, hi, how are you?
All right. Hey, Samantha, we're doing okay. Your phone is not great, but let's see if we can make this work. So, Samantha, do you have TikTok on your phone?
I do.
All right. Did it ask you for your iPhone password in the last month or so?
No, but what it does do is it's asking me for my Microsoft password.
Oh, my God. Why would it want your Microsoft password?
And I never answer it. I hit cancel, and then it'll let me watch a few more videos, and it'll pop back up again. And it doesn't block me for it, but it keeps on popping up, and it doesn't stop me from using it.
Well, that's an interesting twist that it wants her Microsoft password, but are you on an iPhone?
Yeah, I am.
All right,
I have both Microsoft. I have both Microsoft and I have Apple.
Wow.
I use it for work and for my own personal use.
Are you concerned about the TikTok app giving the Chinese Communist government full access to your data?
Well, based on what you're saying now, I'm becoming more and more concerned about it, yeah.
Yeah, but listen, don't take my word for it. Just look it up. Just do a Google search for security concerns for TikTok. And listen, you had states which were banning TikTok from being on, state-owned devices. Anyway, what I would suggest, just do some research on this. If you like these little videos and if you're doom scrolling these videos, just do it on Instagram versus TikTok.
Yeah, I think I will do that and get rid of TikTok because I don't want anything to do with
Are
that.
you on Instagram?
I'm on, yeah, I am.
Do you follow Certified MJ Radio?
Yes, I do.
Oh, well, thank you very much. You see that pile of money that I had on my kitchen table last night?
I've got more than that.
Hold on.
now.
What'd you say?
I've got more than that.
Okay.
Hold on. You're saying you have more money than what I had on the kitchen table for the promotional video?
Yeah.
I'd hope so, man.
Okay,
Well-
Samantha, you have more than 20,000 singles at your house?
Yes.
Do you own a strip club?
Oh, hold on.
Or a laundromat?
Hold on. Samantha, you have over $20,000 $1 bills, or you have over $20,000 in cash in other denominations?
No, I have some in $1 bills, but yeah.
Can I ask, how much money do you have in cash at your house?
I don't want to say that because I just told you where I'm from. And
All right.
Why even bring it up then?
Yeah, but we
All
know
right.
it's more than 20, so you're a decent score.
All right. Now, listen, Samantha, I don't have that kind of cash. I just only have the cash for a quick second. I only went to the bank to get the $20,000 in $1 bills to shoot a promotional video to promote the fact that we're giving away 20 grand next week, $1,000 every hour, every day, all next week on the MJ Morning Show. But do you perpetually keep lots of cash at your house?
no, I'm about to pay for my daughter's wedding.
Oh,
So,
okay. Well, hold on. Why not use a check or a credit card?
well, there's specific things that you can do get away with when you use cash.
Oh, all right.
It sounds like the sketchiest wedding ever.
Like not pay sales tax, or
I got more than that.
Yeah, you get a discount.
yeah, oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
How about if I pay some cash into the table? If I ever do that.
All right, Samantha.
Hey, Samantha, thanks for listening to us.
Thank you.
All right, and folks, don't get any smart ideas because Michelle has access to an AR-15, either in 5.56 or 6.8 SPC. And an FN57. So
Sure, I think you'll be all right.
Don't get any smart ideas, folks. All right. All right. So where are we? Let me grab Mike in Clearwater, and then I'll wrap this up. Mike,
See how much money Mike has at his house.
you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, Mike.
Hey, MJ, how you doing, sir?
All right. Did you get a prompt by TikTok to give them your Apple iPhone password?
Yes, but it wasn't for the password. What it is on the first hour that you're on there, it comes up with a prompt to type in 1234, and it kicks you back into TikTok. Those are the prompts that I'm getting. I'm not getting anything for a password.
All right, because folks are saying that the TikTok app is asking them to enter their iPhone password.
Yeah, mine does not say a password of any type. It says type in 1234, kind of like, are you still there? I guess, and it takes you right back to TikTok. That's it. So no password. The first time it came up, I thought it was asking for a password, and I was like, no way am I typing my password into this thing. But then I realized it's just asking for, again, 1234.
All right, sounds like you got a different thing. It's just a lot of people are claiming that they're getting creeped out on what TikTok is asking for. Like Samantha says that it was asking for a Microsoft password. Thanks, Christopher. Appreciate you listening to the program. All right, final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next. And if you want to see the 20 grand on a Lazy Susan, you want to see what $20,000 in $1 bills looks like? It's on my Instagram right now. Go to Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio, and it's the top item right now. So I'm going through the pile here. Christmas trees. Who still has one up? We'll discuss in a minute. And when you're supposed to take down your Christmas tree, we'll get to all that next. And, well, a whole lot. Oh, Mickey Mouse. You see the original is now in the public domain?
Well, like the Steamboat.
Yes,
Willie?
Steamboat. But we'll get into that because now it's like, remember the
Winnie the
remember Winnie the Pooh and the Winnie the Pooh horror movie?
They're making it creepy.
Oh, well, hang on. Now they're jumping on the whole Mickey Mouse deal as well. All right, but there are some little, ins and outs on this. We'll explain a lot of stuff in the final segment here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Stand by. can't the Glazers, the owner of the Bucks, do something exciting like throw drinks on fans?
That'd be awesome.
Did you see the owner of the Panthers is in trouble for tossing a drink on a fan?
All right, so I saw the video. The Jaguar fan kind of got into his box, stuck his head, and he kind of had it coming. But yeah, you can't do that if you're the owner.
The NFL has actually hit the Panthers owner, David Tepper, with a fine. He was fined $300,000 for the incident, which happened, I guess, over the weekend, and the fine was announced yesterday. So throw a drink on a fan if you're an NFL owner and get fined $300. That's an expensive freaking Pepsi or Coke or whatever the hell was in that glass.
It's an expensive temper tantrum.
A temper
tantrum. Yeah, because the guy's name is Tepper. Yeah, $300,000.
Yeah, I like this guy though. He's a badass. He's a terrible owner, but
the
cool
team
guy.
the team is terrible.
Yeah, he's gone through like a bunch of head coaches in the last year. He's a terrible owner.
Yeah, he was a little contrite. He said, "I'm deeply passionate about the team and regret my behavior on Sunday. I should have let NFL stadium security handle any issues that arose. I respect the NFL's code of conduct and accept the league's discipline for my behavior." You know, I'd like Joel Glazer to just kick someone in the nuts.
Yeah.
You know, that's... Am I entertaining you today?
Yeah. The visuals.
Yes. Hey, I'm Joel Glazer. And then just something like, you know, just
right in the nards.
Yeah, I used to see Joel Glazer down at Yoko's in South Tampa all the time. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I saw him there one time. I threw a chopstick in his eye.
No, you did. Stop. But yeah, no, he's always nice to me. You know, the Glazers.
What if Brian Glazer like choked out a Falcons fan or something?
Oh yeah, there you go. All right, Christmas trees. So whose Christmas tree is still up? Now, Roxanne, you prematurely raised your. I was kind of teasing this last segment, and you raised your hand. So I imagine your Christmas tree is still up.
Yes. I didn't have time to take it down before we left on the 28th.
So you left a dried out fire hazard?
Yeah, so we came back and it's just like
Your
brittly.
house was
brittly-
burned down to the slab?
Well, you don't light it. You don't turn on the lights while you're gone. So
backdraft! All right, so Fester, your Christmas tree, did you even have one this year?
No, we have a Christmas tree. It is up. It is coming down next week.
Is it a natural tree or a plastic tree?
We have an artificial tree. It's
Oh, you do?
perfect every year.
All
It's
right.
pre-lit.
There you go.
You got to hit the different controls. It does a disco show.
Oh,
it's
that's
great.
awesome.
Hey, did I ever tell you guys that my dad was like the last manufacturer of aluminum Christmas trees in the United States of America?
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like an awesome story.
Does he have any left in the garage? I'd love one.
No, seriously. And you know, those old, I don't know if they're being made again, but those old school, old style, those old aluminum Christmas trees where, you know, you had the pole and then you stuck all the like aluminum, it was like aluminum. You've seen the old aluminum?
We had those as a kid when I was a kid.
Yeah, bright aluminum Christmas trees. So back in the mid 70s, what took us from New York to Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Portsmouth, Virginia area is, you know, my dad was in the craft business, styrofoam, foam plastics, and one of their biggest competitors was going out of business, a company called Star Band in Portsmouth, Virginia. And my dad's company, which was based in the Bronx in New York, he went down just to like buy a bunch of the fabrication machines to make like the styrofoam balls and all that stuff. So he went down to Portsmouth for an auction, ended up making a deal with the auctioneer, bought the whole everything, bought everything and the building.
Oh my God.
So my dad went down there and said, man, this is a great operation. We can save on labor costs. We can do things a lot cheaper by manufacturing in Portsmouth, Virginia. It turns out that this company, Star Band, folks, if anyone has an old aluminum Christmas tree from like the 1960s or the 70s, take a look at the box. And it says Star Band. And Star Band was the biggest manufacturer of those old aluminum Christmas trees right in Portsmouth, Virginia. And when my dad bought it, he got all the equipment to make the aluminum Christmas trees, and they continued to make those for years as well. And I can't remember if they changed the box. And, my dad's company was called Foamcraft. And maybe there are boxes out there that say Foamcraft for the aluminum Christmas. That was my dad's company. So my dad bought the aluminum Christmas tree stuff along with that whole plant, like 100,000 square foot plant. And that's what took us out of New York when I was 11 years old to move to Virginia Beach.
You know what killed the aluminum Christmas tree business?
Reynolds wrap?
No.
I don't know what.
Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown Christmas.
Oh, with that pathetic looking tree?
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. Anyway, the reason why I'm bringing up Christmas trees, Fester, so you have a artificial.
Yeah,
Roxanne, you have a real?
I have a real.
Okay, Froggy, what's your deal?
I have a faux tree, and it's still up.
Okay. Well, when should you take down your Christmas tree? Welp, experts say that your tree should come down. Anybody want to guess?
January, end of the first week of January.
You are correct. So the Christmas tree should be down by this weekend. And I think I saw, in the city of Tampa, where I live, that Christmas tree pickup was scheduled for yesterday, at least in my neighborhood, on Tuesday. So I saw yesterday, I had to run some errands. Monday. So Monday, New Year's Day, people already putting their trash out for collection on Tuesday. And I saw a Christmas tree in my neighborhood thrown out to the curb with all the freaking garland and tinsel on it.
You can't do that.
And there were ornaments on the damn tree. They just yanked the tree out of the living room as is and threw it into the street.
That's not how it goes.
You got to take your crap off the tree. You can't have all your garland. You find this funny? Roxanne's over here snickering.
Yeah. I think it's the best. Just get rid of it. Just take it out to the curb.
What about your family, ornaments?
Not feeling
the
very
memories.
Yeah.
But maybe they hate the family. They just don't want anything to do with the mother-in-law anymore. I'm throwing the damn tree out with the ornament that the mother-in-law gave us back in 2015.
I'm over Christmas.
Terrible Christmas. Next year we're having a Hanukkah bush and that's it.
Sometimes holidays are rough. Sometimes, people's, your family issues come to the forefront. Too much drinking at a party. People say the wrong thing.
Hey, listen, there are certainly, holiday problems with families that comes with the situation sometimes. So, yeah, whoever in my neighborhood threw out the whole damn tree with all the stuff still on it, it doesn't work that way. Because they take the natural Christmas trees and they collect them and they grind them up into mulch, into compost. Whatever the hell you want to call it. All right, Mickey, how much time do we? All right, we got time to get everything I wanted, I think, today. So, Mickey Mouse, the original Steamboat Willie. If you've seen the old rudimentary Mickey Mouse, where he's the sailor of the steamboat, and he's got on the captain's wheel. That's Steamboat Willie. That's the early version of Mickey Mouse. And guess what? The copyright on that has run out, and it's now in the public domain.
How long was the copyright? 100 years?
1928 is when the movie was out. And the way that the copyright works, it's do the math. I mean, if it's January
96 years,
it must be 96 years, because if you take, let's just did you do the math? So 2024 minus 1928, 96 years. Yeah, your math was correct there, Home Slice. Well, I guess you could just. I guess you take 24 to 24. That's 100, and then add 4. That's
it's not pre-algebra.
Or subtract 4, and that's 96.
Right. Anyway,
yeah, it's not trigonometry.
So we can come out with an MJ Morning Show billboard with this Steamboat Willie looking Mickey Mouse on it, and say "This is my favorite thing in Florida, the MJ Morning Show."
Hey, everybody, enjoy! All right, now the modern version of Mickey Mouse is still covered under copyright for decades. So
Steamboat Willie is the best version.
Yeah,
now.
You can only rip off Steamboat Willie, which I'm holding up to MJ TV right now. You can only use that one. And in fact, there's already like a Steamboat Willie slasher movie coming out.
Come on.
No, I'm not making this up.
People ruin everything.
I mean, just like with Winnie the Pooh. When that went public domain, remember you had that Winnie the Pooh freaking horror movie that came out. Wasn't he like a murderer?
Yeah.
And now, listen to this. Did you find what I was looking for? Yeah, multiple Mickey Mouse horror movies have been announced now, using the likeness of Mickey Mouse in the early stages as Steamboat Willie.
Roy and Walt are rolling in their graves.
You know, you have Mickey Mouse running around like trying to pick up, gay dudes and like putting their heads in the fridge.
Hey, want to meet in the mangroves?
Like Dahmer, like the Netflix series.
Oh, just drink this beer. It's just a little soup.
Yeah, what's on top of my beer right here?
It's just a little soup.
Jeez.
I mean, the same way they had
oh man,
those Godzilla movies, they're going to have Mickey Mouse destroying towns now.
Mickey Mouse porn.
Listen, it's in the public domain. It's in the public domain.
I got a file.
Oh, guys, please stop. Oh, speaking of Disney, hey, let me shift gears. This is really serious. You know how many times we've talked about like people that have gone missing? And folks, there are still plenty of people missing where their cars are on the bottom of drainage canals or in borrow pits or ponds or lakes. There are absolutely people that have not been discovered. They're inside their car. They went off the road. They're submerged. I remember what really stuck with me was when I first came to Florida in 92, and I started working over in West Palm Beach at 95.5 in West Palm Beach. That's where I started the MJ Morning Show first before the Power Pig took me away about a year and a half later. That's what brought me to Tampa Bay in early 94. But one of the stories that really made an impression on me was a guy was missing, I think, since like the 1970s. And he was in like some kind of big old Lincoln or big old Cadillac, some kind of land barge. And he went missing. And it turned out that something happened, medical episode, fell asleep, whatever. And he drove off of the Florida Turnpike, like somewhere in, I don't know, like St. Lucie County or Martin County. And you know the Florida Turnpike, there are many areas where you have those canals along the side of the turnpike. That's dangerous as hell. So this guy drives off like in the 70s, and nobody saw it. Must have been late at night. And he gets submerged, and he was down like 12, 14 feet in a canal. And this was at some point here in Florida. There was like a massive drought, and these canals got super drained. And suddenly, after decades, the roof of the car was spotted by, I think it was like maintenance workers that were like cutting grass or something. And they pull the car out, and the guy's skeleton is inside the car.
Yeah. A bunch of cars in that canal.
But we've had other stories like this. Since then, there are multiple stories like that here in Florida where people that have gone missing. There was one like in the last year or two where, remember some sleuths, they used a satellite image. Remember that story?
They were looking at like Google Maps of a neighborhood, and they found the retention pond had like a shadow in it.
Exactly. And it was a car in a retention pond. I think it was here in the Tampa Bay area somewhere. Well, guess what? It's happened again. The body of this is just awful. I mean, I get the willies, and I'm like, I feel so bad for the family here. The body of a Florida mom who vanished over a decade ago was now found in a pond near Disney World on New Year's Eve. Sandra Lemayere's remains were found submerged in a pond off I-4 right near Disney World at the Kissimmee exit.
It's crazy.
Unbelievable.
I always think about that when I think about that purse I fished up one time in a pond.
Yeah, really?
What?
The news brought some closure to her grieving son, Timothy Lemaire. He's up in Michigan, and he wrote on Facebook, "They found my mom's van yesterday after all these years of not knowing what happened to her. The guys from Sunshine State Sonar made all this possible." These guys brought this long, mysterious case to an end. Those guys do some great work, that Sunshine State Sonar. They've had multiple stories. Didn't they help with... there were a couple of high-profile cases that I think they help with. I'm trying to remember, but I know that I've read about them, and they seem to do some really, really good work. Looks like she took an exit ramp a little too quick, went straight into the water. What hurts the most to me is thinking about if she suffered or if she knew that she was trapped and couldn't get out. Yep. In a statement provided to the media, Orlando police confirmed that a volunteer civilian dive group reported a vehicle submerged in a body of water on World Drive.
I've driven by that, I don't know, 100 times.
I've been by there as well. So I've been on that exit ramp. I've been by that pond probably a dozen times over the years, and I would have driven right by that. And this guy's mom has been down in the van, for over 10 years in this minivan. What is that? A Chrysler? Was that Dodge Caravan? What is that?
Ford Freestar. They no longer.
Oh, that's how do you know that's a Ford Freestar?
Because you said it a couple of seconds ago. The authorities pulled out a Ford Freestar van after 12 years of being submerged.
I didn't say that.
You did.
I did not. That's later in the story. I didn't even get to that part yet. You must have read that somewhere.
Yeah, maybe I read it in the headline, but it's a Ford Freestar.
No, I didn't say that yet. Now I'm going to say it. Sandra, 47, left her grandmother's Orlando home in the older woman's 2004 Ford Freestar minivan on May 8, 2012, to meet a guy that she was communicating with through an online dating service. Oh, my God. What if he was like a suspect?
Dude, his life must have been turned upside down.
My God. They probably ripped him apart. Online dating. She disappears on the way to see him. Holy crap. Yeah, that guy, he might be in prison right now as far as we know.
Poor bastard.
My God. All right, we got to get out of here. 9:48 at the MJ Morning Show. Hey, Chloe had a great idea. For the $20,000 that we're giving away next week, we're giving away $20,000 in cash, folks. If you haven't seen the video, it's on my Instagram. What does $20,000 in $1 bills look like? Go look at my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. So next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we give away $1,000 every hour, every day on the MJ Morning Show next week. So 5 days, $4,000 every morning in every hour of the show is $20,000. And of course, it's MJ Bill Pay. We're going to help you pay off your Christmas bills. And Chloe said, hey, you ought to use that song.
I got bills. I gotta pay. So I'm gonna work every day.
But she wants me to change the lyrics. I got bills. I got to pay. So I listen to MJ.
There you go.
I got bills. Yeah, maybe I got to get Mark Maynard to, you know what? Hey, Mark Maynard, call me. You know, our jingle guy and our parody guy. Give me a buzz. I got to get that going. Yeah, I ain't got bills. I got to pay. So I listen to MJ. Something like that. And thanks to the Kemp Law Group, by the way, helping sponsor this deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Stacy Kemp Law Group, highly appreciated. And with that, we got to call it a day. Hey, Andrew, you giving me the wrap-up? Andrew's giving me the wrap-up signal.
He's not wrong.
That's his job.
Yeah. Am I on the clock all of a sudden? Is this like a New Year deal? You're giving me the wrap-up. Oh, okay. All right, whatever. All right, folks, we got to roll. 9:49 at the MJ Morning Show. Have a phenomenal day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. If you need to get a hold of me, my private personal email is mj@mjmorningshow.com. That's mj@mjmorningshow.com. And, of course, give me a follow on Instagram. I'm Certified MJ Radio. The show Instagram is MJ Morning Show with great clips of the show from our video from MJ TV every day. Roxanne Wilder on Instagram. Fester Sucks on Instagram. And, Froggy, you change yours, it seems, hourly. What is your current one?
Froggy MJ Radio.
There you go. Folks, have a great day. See you tomorrow, MJ Morning Show on Q105, and let's be careful out there.